I'm alive!
Yay!
I'm also not
Huzzah!
muted, so yeah! Oh, I thought I was dying last week, so we didn't stream a jack last week. No Mega Man, no nothing, just... And then we weren't streaming this week either, because I still didn't quite sound like me on Wednesday. Sounding much better today. But
Congratulations.
apparently, a lot of things have happened while I was out sick.
Oh
Everything was
my
so
gosh,
cooked that
so
even
very much.
Frogan would eat it. So, I mean, I don't know what happened while I was gone, but just everything decided to explode.
Yeah, see, this is why you need to stay well and stay on top of things because otherwise, world goes nuts, man.
Yeah, it seems to be the case.
We get like crap reggaeton at the
Yeah,
at
and
the Super Bowl. We get the most boring Super Bowl ever.
well, I thought we weren't going to have much to talk about, right? And then,
Oh
of
my
course, I
dude.
got sick in the process of all this, and I was just like, fuck. But then shit happened and everything was like, crap, now we have too much to talk about. Yeah, I don't know what.
Well, we just climb the mountain one step at a
Listen, I didn't
time.
even know the Super Bowl really happened, but everything on Facebook keeps telling me that this person called Bad Bunny apparently had 1.4 million or 143 million people watching him
He did
during the
not.
halftime show or some bullshit like that. And I was like, where was the Super Bowl? Was that this weekend? Did that happen? Who is this Bad Bunny person? And I can assure there's people all over the place. They're going, oh yeah, all these people are they're watching the. It's like I can assure you, not many people watch that halftime show.
No. I mean, for the
I
most part,
mean,
people, like, leave the TV if they're watching the Super Bowl and they plan to watch the 3rd and 4th quarters, they will leave the TV on even if they're not gonna watch the Super Bowl.
oh yeah,
They'll use that time to go get to go take a piss,
no,
to go get some snacks, to go
it,
talk
it,
to
it resembles a lot like when CNN is playing on every
Yeah.
um,
Most watched
airport in the
network in the
world.
world. Like, no.
Nobody's watching them, but you know,
No, you're on. You're not being watched, though. It's different.
yeah. So I looked in to figure out who this Bad Bunny was, and apparently, I guess it's some international superstar that they
No.
appointed as
Yeah,
a
he's
superstar.
yes,
The
he's been
industry propped him up, right? And the whole
exactly.
thing was apparently, I guess, in Spanish, and I was just like,
Yeah,
you know,
for the
if you were
American
appealing to
pastime.
the international audience, sure, that's fine, whatever. But there's like nobody on the American side who is watching this Super Bowl now, unless they absolutely know Spanish.
Yeah.
And that's not a good chunk of America.
It's really not, and it's just I mean, the people that this really appealed to were, people who want a virtue signal about how wonderful they are, and people specifically from Puerto Rico who also happen to like reggaeton and like Bad Bunny because
Yeah, apparently I saw a lot of videos of them of people saying how much they hate him
Yeah,
from Puerto Rico too, just
yeah.
hitting my feed lately, and I was just
Well,
like, okay, I still don't know who these people are.
yeah, that's the thing, like, they said, "Bad Bunny," and everybody went, "Who?" Except, like, I don't know, 12 people who really like, um, reggaeton and his particular brand of it, like, and the thing is that as far as vocals or performance go, he's not an offensive well, I'm sorry, his lyrics are offensive, but his talent per se isn't necessarily offensive. It's just aggressively meh. Like he kind of hits the notes mostly. His tone is not good at all, but whatever.
I
But
heard like the FCC had an issue with him too because apparently his lyrics were in violation to whatever their thing was.
yeah. So he did cut down some of them, but because I looked up because his actual lyrics are like hardcore. Okay, this is this is pornographic and it's not even clever porn. Like at least let's use some like Song of Solomon sort of alliteration here where we go along with this kind of stuff. But no, 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 it's just like it's just
Well,
vulgarity,
that
and
would
then it's
probably
repeated.
explain why he was so propped up by the industry then.
Well, yeah, exactly. For the
Ah,
same, yeah. Anyway, but yeah, even what his edited version was, the first couple of songs were okay, but there were like one or two where I was like, those you can't say that. Nope, you can't say that in a Christian manga. It was that kind of thing. It's like, nope.
yeah.
Yeah, but most
Anyway,
people are just annoyed because like he comes to our country and then tells us that like, all of these countries are America. That's not what you mean when you say American. And you know this, and we know this. People who are from Mexico don't call themselves American. They call themselves
oh, he
Mexican.
must have got upset about that stuff floating around Facebook.
No,
Yeah, a
he's just
while back, I mean, it wasn't, yeah, I guess it was, yeah, maybe about a month or so ago. There were
mhm.
things floating around where people like, this is America. Why do Americans think they can say they're American and everyone's supposed to just, know where they are and stuff? And it's just like, because they do.
Yeah,
If you go anywhere in this world and say, I'm American, they know you're from the United States. They're not asking, are you Brazilian or are you Mexican or are you Canadian? No, they know you're from the United States because if you weren't from the United States, you would say you're Canadian
yeah,
because we're that big of a deal.
yeah,
That's why you say you're America, which refers to the whole of North and South America. No, in reality, it just refers to the United States of America, and that's
yeah,
it to the rest of the world.
yeah,
He
exactly.
must have got really pissed off about that one. Oh no, we're all American. No, we're not. We're the
No,
United
and the
States is
continent
America.
is
That's
called
it.
to that. Yeah, it's just it is leftists consistently intentionally misunderstanding what we're talking about when we use words. Just, well, what does that word really mean? Technically, there was somebody who put up what we call the quote of the year last year, February 21st. It says, "It's amazing how much leftist discourse is just them pretending not to understand things, thus making discourse impossible." They're
Yeah,
pretending not
Millennium
to
Woes
understand.
did that.
Yeah, yeah, millennial woes. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. And, yeah, no, I have that saved in my quotables because that is one of 2 quotes that I will use constantly now. I'm just like, evergreen. It's just here again because you
Yeah.
guys are just
You
acting
can
like you
use
don't
it
know what
all
words
the
mean.
time because it's so true.
Yeah.
It's like I saw something the other day where they were essentially quoting the Bible to use it
Mhm.
against Christians, right? And
Of course.
I just commented, it's like, don't let these idiots, use the Bible against you.
Mhm.
And some idiot was like, who are they? Are you fucking kidding me?
Mhm.
You had to read the post and then click on this to find the comment to reply to me. And you're gonna still sit here and say, "Who the fuck is they?" Oh, the fucking person who made the goddamn post, you
Yeah.
fucking idiot! Like, is that not fucking hard to figure out? Like, are you
It's
retarded? These people are fucking retarded to the hard R degree at this point.
yeah.
And it drives me insane to the fact that I just skim through things. I can't even look at them anymore because they're so fucking retarded. And I'm surprised I'm not even banned at this point at how many times I have physically written, "Are you fucking retarded?" To like, and I did it earlier too because apparently the real or the ID to vote thing, right?
Uh-huh.
And I was listening. I heard something yesterday where somebody was going on about how, well, that means women aren't going to get to vote because they can't get their IDs changed because of their name changed when they got married and all this other stuff, and it's going to be harder for them to blah blah this that and the other, and and it all comes from this one congresswoman, right?
Uh-huh.
Saying fuck 8 times in 10 seconds. Clip it. You can have it. All right. Anyway. um,
Hey, germ nerd.
yeah.
Germ nerd? Game nerd. I can words. Go
Game
ahead.
nerd.
Blah.
Uh, but what was I saying? Oh yeah, apparently some congresswoman was talking about how it's apparently somehow harder for women to take their marriage certificate with them to the DMV. Like,
It's
I
not.
don't understand how that's a hard thing, but whatever.
No, it's not.
I mean, from the way I was raised, my parents had their birth certificate on their freaking wall. like the my entire life. It's been
Mhm.
on their walls, so they know where it is. It's not like it's this huge thing to find it. And as for me, when I had mine, it was in my file box.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't a hard thing to find. I just, opened the box, looked for the file that said marriage on it, and it was right there on the top. It wasn't that hard. Anyway,
Yeah.
so naturally, leftists are running around saying women are not going to have the right to vote now
And I'm
because
like,
you
"You
can't get an
promise?"
ID for some reason because they're retarded, right?
Yeah.
And um, there's this one woman talking, yeah, I guess it was a woman. I don't even know anymore, on the Facebooks going on about how they've got a real ID and that's not enough and yada yada, this, that, and the other. And it's just not going to be able to, because they're not sure if the real ID is going to be able to be the thing that they can identify with and everything. And I'm just like, lady, are you fucking retarded? Do you know what a real fucking ID is? The real fucking ID took everything that you had that made you you. You had to pull it to the DMV along with pieces of mail and other stuff to identify that you live at the address that you fucking live at. Your name changes, your marriage certificates, your birth certificates, all of it had to come with you for that fucking ID, because that is the one ID in the United States that says you are 100% you.
Well, it was supposed to be, and then they started giving it to illegals, so it doesn't matter anymore.
Did they give illegals real IDs?
I believe so. I believe so, at least in Minnesota.
Well, that's a Minnesota problem then. That is Minnesota creating their own fucking problem that they shouldn't have at this point. But for my real ID, it says real ID on it, has my veteran status on it, has all my other statuses on it, has my CDL, which takes even more paperwork, by the way. By the way, if you want to know what it's like to really have a hard time, take all the stuff you need for a CDL. It gets worse. You think just taking your marriage certificate is a problem. Take stuff for your CDL. But yeah,
Yeah, well,
that
see,
is
the
all
thing
the
is
stuff that is required to get your ID to prove that you are you. And then it gets a little thingy on it to say, it's a real ID, not just a standard ID.
mhm.
And that should be it. That's all you should need.
Yeah, I didn't do it. But I went I got a passport. I was like, "No, I'm gonna get something that's actually more functional than that." But, well, see, the thing is, though, of the women that you want to be able to vote, if we have to have women voting, you want the ones that are married because they've had more male influence in their lives as opposed to the ones who are not married. So,
It's like
just
only
saying.
married women can vote. There we
Yeah,
go. Let's repeal the 15th or whatever it is, or
19th.
amend it the 19th. Only married women, right? And their husband has to actually own something.
Mm.
So,
Yeah,
like
I'm cool.
land or maybe a car or something, not a rent, but an actual owned. It's theirs.
Yeah, I remember thinking this when I was a kid, just growing up in Le Ghetto. I was like, "These people around me should not be allowed to vote. They're retarded. Like, it's not okay." And, I was, like, 14, and I was like, "Do they have, like, safeguards on who can vote?" They're like, "Everybody should vote." I was like, "No,
Heck
no, they
no.
should not."
They should
They're
all vote, even the 16-year-olds in high school. No, they shouldn't. You fucking retarded. Like, that is my word of the month at this point, or
Well,
year.
if they stopped acting retarded, we could stop calling them that, and we could use other words, but, like,
Yeah, somebody got mad because I had used the word retarded. It's like, how dare you use the R slur? Well, stop acting retarded, retard.
you don't
And
call
they're
an
like,
actual
well,
person who's
gasp,
retarded
how dare
retarded.
you? You keep doing it. Yeah, I fucking will.
I mean,
Like, I'm so done with you people.
didn't Michael Scott explain the proper use of retarded anyway? You
I
don't
have
call someone
no
who's
idea.
actually retarded, because that's poor taste.
Oh,
You
yeah,
call
that
your
is.
friends retarded when they're acting retarded. That's just good sense.
Uh,
Alright, it's been like 15 minutes of ranting. I mean, we
well,
got
that's fine.
stuff
We
to talk
needed
about.
it. I've been dying for a week. Anyway, so a lot of things have happened. Apparently, Pow World, the developers over at Pow World have decided that they have waged war against fake gamer girls.
Mm,
We meant to talk about this like 3 weeks ago, and apparently it got left in the queue.
dude, that is hilarious.
uh,
It makes
speak.
me wish that I liked games like
I was about
Palworld.
to say. Okay, now I can't say that one.
What? Oh, no, I'm not a that's, like, not my jam necessarily, but it's like that is that is hilarious because, this whole all of these subversive employees who are going in there without actual love of the game, you know?
Oh, but yeah, essentially what they want is like your Steam library, like you know how you
But
heard
he's on YouTube, my
businesses.
guy, he doesn't want another class.
Yeah, I can't say that.
I
That
don't
will
even
get
think
me.
he's gonna pull it up, my dude.
A,
He
that will get
he's
me
had
a
to take
class.
classes already.
We'll just leave it there on Rumble for anyone to see there.
If
But
you guys wanna see what's actually being said, you need to come over to Rumble and view the chat 'cause,
uh
it's
yeah, because I can't
disgusting me,
say
bud.
that one. That one gets me banned and in a class somewhere. Unless I was black, then I could say it.
Now, even then, I
uh,
said it on X and I got a strike and then I had to argue. So I did argue the bot down though, and it released it, so yeah. Supposedly Epstein himself requested the Pokestop. Dude, we're gonna talk about this. We must talk about this.
Listen, that is my
Around
favorite
that is in the
Pokestop to
notes.
stop at, and it's now gone.
Why was that a thing? Okay, again, we're gonna talk about it in its due time. Pal World,
Anyway,
getting rid of the subversives, like it.
so first, Pal World wants to see your Steam usage, your Steam library, in order for them to hire you. Like, apparently,
Okay,
if you don't include this, they just to the garbage your
okay. So
resume
the thing is, though,
goes.
like, what kind of games do they count? Like, would somebody like you have been like kind of like looked at askance because you play like Sims and other like simulator games, or
Well, I'm not sure what exactly they look for. But yeah, I would say they would be looking to see if you played similar type games to what they
that's
developed.
fair.
Um,
Yeah, I
but
mean,
at
if
the
you're playing
same
like,
time, it also weeds out people who aren't really gamers, right?
yeah,
Like those fake gamers who claim they're
hmm,
gamers, but they only do the one thing
hmm,
or some bullshit like that. So,
hmm, yeah,
oh,
that's
but yeah,
fair.
I just thought it was funny and wanted to share it. I
Oh no,
didn't think
that's
we'd spend a whole lot of time on it.
I mean, in a lot of these things, if someone's gonna have an amount of say, you should prove that what you're saying is worth listening
Mhm.
to. And a good way to do that is to just start on the ground floor. "Alright, dude, open up your Steam history. What's your thing?" You know? "You want in the comics industry? Show me your short box and your long box. Let's see, let's go." So, that
Oh, I remember what it was.
oh,
Essentially, they said that here it is. He revealed that those looking to join the team are essentially required to play games on Steam because they're making games for Steam.
mhm.
Therefore, if you're not familiar with the Steam ecosystem, they don't want you. So,
Yeah, and are they offended by this too? They're offended by
oh
everything.
yeah, somebody was offended by it. That's why we're talking about
This is true. They wake up
it.
offended.
Like the only reason I even looked at it and noticed it is because somebody was being offended by it, and I was like, what? Really? So I then looked up the article to find it, and I was like, no, they are. That's great. I love it. Do more. In fact, if you don't play games on Steam at all, you won't make it past the resume screening stage. So yeah, even if you are somebody who like plays PlayStation 5 or plays on Epic, because you're weird like that,
Epic.
they won't hire you unless you have a Steam library and are familiar with Steam. Which is actually smart.
Yeah. I mean,
You
I if you're a console gamer and you do play, like, hardcore games or you played the other Pokemon games or something like that, I can see why you'd be a little bit upset about that, but, like, look, there's no rule that's gonna be perfect in any way, shape, or form. So,
yeah, you're on Steam. They develop things for Steam. You better have Steam, Steam history to show them to work for them.
Mhm.
Uh, all right. So apparently Nintendo has, with their new boss in tow, I guess, have officially done the thing. Women's initiative spotlight. Because we didn't just finish getting off the past 10 years of this nonsense and
So
it failing
Nintendo
every
late
single
to the
time.
party and gayer. Alright.
Yeah, seriously, they they are very late and gay to the party on this one.
Like,
Uh
I'm like, dude, this party is over. This is so. This is why I don't go on like like
So Nintendo is. Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't I intentionally do not go into looking into a company's history, you know? There's a verse in the Bible that says, you know, "When you sit down to eat, don't ask if the meat's been offered up to idols."
Yeah.
Don't go basically the rule basically what they're saying is, don't look to get offended, you know? Don't look to be pissed off. And most of these companies are run by, well, yes, retarded people. So it's just I if they
Yeah.
stop acting in a way that is retarded, we could use other words. This isn't insidious or nefarious though. This is just stupid because it's not even this isn't even timely anymore. Like the time of this when it was at its zenith was probably like the 2020s. It's like 5 years ago. It's been waning for years.
Well, Nintendo has been so far behind the times. Like it's not even funny at this point. Their
Maybe they're too
console
early
is
or semi-gay because
routinely.
don't be half offended. I'm wholly offended. As a gamer, I'm wholly offended.
uh, but but yeah, Nintendo, like even their console is like 9 years behind anything else at the point, right?
Yeah.
They're releasing things since you know I can't remember his name. The death of the guy at the top. Since he
Kojima?
died and passed away,
Mhm.
Nintendo has just never recovered from that. They really haven't. They have literally been coasting off on name brand and the
Mhm.
fact that they did get everything into every household with the Wii for a second. Like that is the only thing that they're coasting on at this point. It is, the Mario brand and the fact that everybody had a Wii. So
Mhm.
naturally everybody's got a Switch and they've got the Switch 2 that they're converting to, but outside of the hardcore fans, the Switch 2 isn't doing as well. Um as
Hardware-wise, they were only once ahead with the GameCube. Dude, GameCube was based. I loved GameCube. I still love my GameCube.
Yeah, I
I'll
mean, they
fight
were
people to
on
get it back.
par with everything else up to a point for the most part,
I think about it, Wii is when the divergence was huge, was
but it
noticeably
was the
large.
Wii is when it finally diverged
Mhm.
and went separate. Yeah, because the GameCube they were using disc-based media, even though they wanted to be different and they had them really tiny, which was cool and all. It still worked. They were on the same playing field as PlayStation at the time and stuff.
Mhm.
And, the only thing they were really falling behind at that point is them multiplayer because suddenly internet started happening.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
uh
Yeah, because dude, N64, GoldenEye is still, like, widely regarded as fantastic.
yeah.
Um, and then they came out was GameCube was after N64, right?
Yeah, the GameCube was the
Mhm.
one after the N64.
Yeah, and GameCube was a pretty darn good little machine, and, but then that's when Wii happened, and
Yeah,
PlayStation was just really aggressively going after being technically great, and Microsoft, they were in their, PlayStation Microsoft Cold War,
yeah.
and
Microsoft and Sony were going at it at that time, and Nintendo decided, hey, we don't need to look the best,
yeah,
but we can be the funnest in
yeah.
term for the party aspect, and they did it.
Mhm,
And then they put themselves on the map with every age group
mhm.
because that's how they designed it. And
Yep.
with Reggie's help, they really propelled that forward. But then, with the removal of Reggie and the death of what's his name, stuff like that, Nintendo has just been going downhill ever since. And I think they're living purely off their name. They're constantly behind the times.
Mhm.
Um, I mean, yeah, I
There's
don't know
really
what
nothing
else
else
to
to say.
say about it.
And now they're like,
And
"You
it's
know
sad
what?"
because I love Nintendo,
They're like, "We're not dying a fast enough, hard enough death. You know
but
what we should do?"
yeah, they do have the money to do this whole thing that Microsoft has been doing for the better part of 12 years. And they're just ramping it up now.
It's yeah, I don't know.
Extra late and gay. Yeah, pretty much.
Now yours are, hey, we're just gonna look extra late and gay. So yeah, but I mean, to be fair, this is kind of Nintendo's brand now. This is what they are. They are like 5 years behind every curve.
Yep. As long as they got people who they can sucker into keeping them going forward, I guess.
Ugh, man, I'm gonna have like such a lunch list to make when the new Legend of Zelda comes out. Fortunately, they take years to do those things, so I
Yeah,
have
and
a
I'm gonna
while.
want it so badly, and then that means I'm gonna have to get a Switch 2.
And
And
I
I'm
don't
gonna
have a Switch
really be
2.
pissy about it, and I'm not gonna want to do it. Heck, I might actually skip it. Just like I skipped Prime, so which really sucks because I was looking forward to that.
Yeah.
And then
I
they screwed that shit up too. Get like
Yeah,
Nintendo, you need to hire somebody who knows something about Nintendo. That's what you need.
most likely they're gonna do a Zelda with the movie to benefit mostly from the momentum. Maybe? I mean,
Maybe.
Nintendo, like we've just discussed though, how Nintendo is late to every party.
They're late to
So,
their own
I'm
party.
thinking they're gonna try to capitalize off of the movie, like, 2 years after the movie comes out, you know? They're just
Maybe they won't be late to their own party.
really?
2027 is probably about the time they would probably push out a Zelda or at least advertise it, I guess.
Maybe, maybe.
Yeah,
I
they
don't know.
advertise or they get the movie out, the movie goes out, you go to see the movie, and what happens in the preview? The new Zelda game. Where you're Zelda instead of Link this time.
Well, we already had a game like that. It was,
Again.
yeah.
Led by one of the new people that they picked up from their Women's Initiative network.
I hate this so much. It's just so tiresome. I'm like, "Look, we can either be just as good as the boys, or we can be special snowflakes that need to have our own little things and our own little cheering sections because
Listen,
we're special and we need to be protected. Like, you gotta pick a lane, though. You cannot be both.
I think they need to remove most women from gaming, to be
I hate
honest.
these women so much.
At least these women. Meg, I hate women so much. Yeah. Uh,
I'm trying really hard to keep it specific and not make it general, though, man. And women keep wrecking the curve for me.
so apparently, Rockstar Games president Sam Hauser and former GTA lead producer Leslie Ben Benzies are
Mhm.
mentioned in the newly released Epstein files.
Do
Dun,
we
dun,
have the
dun.
context?
Nope, we don't. I don't
That's
think
not
so.
helpful then.
Maybe we do. I don't know. Jeffrey Epstein advised help push microtransactions. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. You telling me I have to blame Epstein for my microtransaction issue that I've been fighting for years?
Okay, wait, what it your our faces are blocking this. What does it say at the
Okay.
bottom?
Uh, I'm all for indoctrinating kids into an economy. You gotta love how equals example for real world rewards equals virtual items in games.
Well, what is it? What is
Okay. Bobby Kodak to me. Okay, so down here at the bottom, Kodak
Mhm.
Bobby at 3:30 a.m. 2 hours ago to me. X Prize is a good idea, but key is real world rewards. Learn to read equal ARN cell phone minutes, iPhone credits, virtual items in games. That's it.
Okay.
So they're talking about they're talking about loot crates.
Mhm. Yeah, and
People,
Pablo's is
but
basically
this is back in 2013.
yeah. Well, the thing is that Epstein starts it off by saying, you know, what the key actually is, which is basically all of these things where you're trying to follow what everybody's doing all the time.
Yeah.
And then Pablo's is like, "Yeah, we're indoctrinating kids into the economy." Like, "Thank you for spelling out what was said," you know? I mean, cool. This is just a small piece of the relationship talk about
But
Bob and
yeah, so
Epstein and
it
go back
sounds
and
like
forth.
I can blame Epstein for the entirety
Good God. That dude was
of
everywhere.
of our DLC woes in gaming. That is not something I saw coming. That was
I
not on
didn't
my
either.
bingo card. It's like we know that people like Bobby was pushing these things, right? We know that EA and stuff, they had all these stupid patents for all this stupid stuff, and it's like, and it all started with horse armor in Bethesda, and that's who we always kept blaming over it, was Bethesda's stupid horse armor. You gonna tell me it was really Epstein this whole damn time?
Well, yeah, the insidious voice behind everything, sure. Apparently, Angry Game Nerd is saying Bobby Kotick, however you pronounce that dude's name, was
Yeah.
best buddies with Epstein, and that he did a piece on their relationship.
Listen,
Well, the
apparently everybody was best buddies with Epstein,
or
right?
so they made him think. Hey, dude, what day was that? Because you put out a lot of videos, so just let us know what day, and
Uh,
yeah, we'll promote it for you. Well, I mean,
by
to
now,
all of the
2000
people that
pedo
are watching.
coins getting
If you buy new
autographed.
2,000 pedo coins, you get an autograph by Jeffrey Epstein.
Uh, no, but like everybody was apparently best buddies with Epstein, so I don't exactly, believe that because from what I can tell from reading the emails and stuff, Epstein was really damn good at networking,
Mhm.
talking to people, getting people to do things. And yes, he ran an illicit bad thing on the other side too, which he got what he got for it. But also, there's a lot of people who are mentioned, and some of it is just some of the most stupidest things, like
Yeah.
this here. Like if that is the nature of the emails that we're talking about that they're being listed in, I'm not that worried about it. Right? Like
It
I
honestly
am worried about it for a way, but I'm not gonna run off and say they're fucking pedos because they, took a picture hugging Epstein once.
dude, are we streaming on X?
Yeah, I believe so. Maybe. Should
I
be.
don't see it.
Yeah, it's not gonna tell me the count.
No, I mean, I don't see it on X.
Oh, well, it's supposed to be there. Whether it is, I don't know.
Sorry, X.
It's not exactly a super important thing that it's there, so um well, it says live if you click. Oh, okay, so if you go to my profile, you can click my picture where it says live, and then it pops it up.
Oh, that's retarded.
Yeah,
I
it looks
gotta
like they
stop using
changed
that
how they
word.
handle that,
There need to be less stupid things in this world. That's what I'm gonna say.
and there's more retarded stuff. So um, but yeah, so there's a lot of people because I think Joe Rogan is also listed in the filings, and if you go look to see why he's listed because he's mentioned by somebody
Mhm.
who was bringing it up to him back in like 2023 or something like that, or 2013 or something like that,
Mhm.
while he was on the podcast with him, or maybe 2017, I don't know, 2016, where he floated, hey, you should talk to this Epstein guy. And I think it was like right before everything went down the first time or something with him.
Hmm.
So Joe didn't really know who he was at the time, and he wound
Yeah.
up turning it down. And that is in the Epstein files.
Okay.
So
So
Joe
Angry Game
Rogan's in
Nerd is
the
saying
Epstein
that
files, turning it down, because of somebody else talking to him about Epstein. Like if you had mentioned Epstein in the past,
yeah.
you're in the files.
Yeah.
And there's video footage of you mentioning Epstein, you're probably in the files.
That's why this guy's, Pirate Nation's, like, tweet here is not particularly helpful for basically
No.
anyone who's paying even slight attention. I mean, because the thing is that you don't know if it's something that's benign or something that's actually truly egregious. And Tagan is saying that Kotick talked with him a lot over the years. It wasn't like mentioning of him. It was conversations, going to parties in LA and New York,
Oh no, I
etc.
mean I'm sure that is. I'm not talking about Bobby Kodak specifically.
Is it Kotick?
Yeah, it's Kodak.
Okay. I don't know these
Anyway,
people. I don't care.
no,
I'm just
I'm
here for the
sorry. I was
game.
referring to these people right here, like Sam Hauser and Lindsay
Yeah.
Benines right here. That have to deal with Rockstar and GTA. I'm sure Bobby Kodak may have went to the island for all I know. He seems like the guy who would because he's already been in trouble for um, something to do with SA or something at wherever it was he had been at one point.
Of
I can't
course.
remember. Kodak and a few of them kind of like blend together for me at this point in time in my age,
One
and I
hydra
can't
of
figure
evil.
out if I'm talking about Blizzard or Bobby Kodak at this point. So,
Mhm.
you know. Uh, no, but yeah, when you've got things like this here, it's like, oh my gosh, they're in the Epstein files. And then if you actually go look it up, that's the nature of what it was, kind of deal. And it's just like, get out of here with that bullshit. It's like we have enough weird things in these files that we don't need idiots out here essentially just going out of their way to what's the word, obfuscate
Mhm.
things.
Yeah,
Because
they're
when you
just
say that, you're saying that with the implication that they have done something horrendously heinous, crimes against humanity because of who Epstein was,
mhm.
kind of deal. And then it turns out, well, you know, nope, they didn't really do anything. They were just mentioned because, they were said they should talk to or see this guy, and then they were like, nah, we're too busy to go do the thing or something. It's like, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's difficult in this market if you're gonna try to make your living off of, being first in the news or even making a decent mark in the world. But people like Pirate Nation do have a tendency to kinda, like, run off a little bit too much and, yeah, get really clickbaity and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
apparently
I
says
don't
he muted
mind the
Pirate Nation
occasional
because of such
clickbait,
reasons.
but also at the same time, I do think we need to handle certain topics with a little bit more care.
Yeah. I'm like,
Because I mean,
"Ooh,
this
they're
is
in
this
there,"
is
because
what
this is
like
literally, this is almost libelous.
this is what the Democrats have been constantly doing with Trump this entire time too.
Mhm.
They're like, "Oh, he's in the files." And it's like, "Okay, well, what's he doing in the files? Like, what's it say?" "Well, he's in the files, so trust me, bro." That's not helpful. What
Yeah.
did he fucking say? He's in the files. Okay, and I mean, I've read some of these files. They're out there. Let me tell you. I want to tell QAnon and hunt them down and say, "I'm sorry. You guys were right."
About some of it.
Because some of these things in these files talking about the pizza and talking about the beef
Mhm.
jerky and sacrifices, and I can't figure out if beef jerky is like code for um a kid that's been sliced up, or if not at this point, because it sounds like sometimes when they're like, oh yeah, and I had we've got one pizza and I need to know how many people are coming because I need to know how thinly to slice it. And it's just like, oh, wait a second, are you cutting up a kid?
Yeah,
Or are we talking about, are we getting 5 minutes with the kid? Like, I
yeah,
mean, they're both incredibly heinous things, because everything else I've heard when you guys have mentioned jerky sounds like you're eating something that requires refrigeration, because you talk about how it needs to be in the fridge and this, that, and the other, and talking about how you've got X amount in the fridge. Do you want me to bring it when I come out this weekend and stuff? And I'm just like, I can't figure out if jerky is code word for human flesh at this point or raping somebody. I
yeah,
don't know. It is completely insane. These what is written in a lot of these emails.
yeah,
So yeah, if you're going to tell me somebody's in the emails, half of me wants to roll my eyes and go, okay. The other half is like, well, what exactly was it said? Are they like in connection with some of this jerky messaging or pizza messaging? Or is it just, I got so and so to come with us to the party next weekend? Are you still coming to the LA party this Thursday? Because so and so is going to be there with us now.
yeah. The trouble is that it's all in code, and I don't know if you can get convictions off of that. That's the thing that truly has me upset about
Well,
most of
see,
it.
that's that's the thing when I say, can we not start using common sense when it comes to the laws sometimes? Like,
No.
if we can find something to understand the code and actually break that code, can we go ahead and say, yeah, we know that they didn't say dick, but we
Yeah,
know this means that.
Yeah,
let's
they
go
need to
ahead
break
and
it.
prosecute him, because I've heard in the past where, you know, judges are like, well, don't prosecute, somebody for something completely heinous because the victim can't properly articulate it,
Mhm.
and they can't use the word like vagina and penis or some bullshit like that.
Yep.
And I have read like a literal court doc of that kind of case where the judge lets the guy go because the girl can't articulate, what he did to her. Like, she did articulate it, but not in the terms that are, you know whatever, for the court to properly sentence. It's like, no, you as a judge should look at that and go, you should be, throwing the hammer at this guy for what he has done, because he has clearly done this. You know it, I know it, everybody in the freaking jury and wherever else, whoever's present knows this has happened, and you're going to throw it out because she said front butt. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Bullshit. I would hang the judge at that point
I mean,
if I was there.
we absolutely have a problem with the
But we have
judiciary
a
in our
problem
country.
with that bullshit.
And it's some of it's with, midwits trying to equivocate, and another part is basically activists or people who are just and otherwise corrupt. Like sometimes it's because of a philosophy, sometimes it's because they've gotten paid or something like that. But either way, we have a problem with our judicial system and with getting true justice when it comes to things like that. Like, and there's a case that was just tried, and the jury convicted this guy. I believe it was of kidnapping and rape and sodomy, and the jury came back and said 60 years in jail, and the judge was like, "Yeah, but he's black and sad, so we're gonna cut that in half to 30 years." Like, wait, what?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah,
It's like,
seriously,
yeah, we don't want to
women,
prosecute
y'all need to get
some
rid of
kind
us.
of
Like, we're
data point somewhere. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake, guys.
yeah.
It's like, you don't see those things handed down often. Let it happen. Anyway,
It's sometimes mentally insufficient and quotation marks retarded. Thank you.
yes, retarded. That is my favorite word at this point. Anyway. Oh, so YouTube has confirmed that they are removing background playback on videos unless you pay for YouTube Premium. Okay. Background playback. So I guess if I was to bring up a video and then move to another tab, would that just all of a sudden pause it?
I don't know. I think it's talking about on your phone app.
Well, it doesn't matter because I use Brave and Brave says fuck YouTube and it just
Yeah.
plays it anyway. Like, you can't get background playback on your phone unless you pay for premium anyway through the app. The app doesn't let you do it either. It will minimize it to a screen in, but
Mhm.
it doesn't do background play.
Yeah, I think that that's what they mean, though. They won't do the screen in screen anymore, maybe?
Hmm. Breaking a
That would be irritating.
background browser suggests this could. No, it sounds like a browser thing.
Huh. Why do
This
you
feature
hate
is
Brave
working
so
on
much? Well,
Brave.
okay.
Ah, who knew?
Yeah. I
It's
mean
like, I don't know what you're talking about because it works fine for me. I'm Brave.
yeah, I swear
Guys,
when my
get
husband and
Brave.
I are watching YouTube, like, we both have our own separate browser windows because, we don't wanna corrupt each other's YouTube experience because that's important.
Yes, it
Um,
is.
just FYI, Rumble, your search algorithm and your For You tab, those algorithms actually matter to most of us. Anyway, moving on. But when he uses it on, like, Microsoft Edge, and I use it in Brave, and I swear the whole time I'm just like, "Dude, we can just log out of my account and just watch yours. That's okay." I hate so many ads in the middle of everything, like, dude, just have it scrolling at the bottom or something, like, this is annoying as crap. That just anyway.
Yeah, that's why I use the Brave browser.
Yeah,
I
me
got
too, me
so
too.
over that. Anyway, I don't know who posted this. Anyway, so yeah, YouTube is pushing its premium thing even harder, like
Imagine
it's
my shock.
always do. Yeah. Epic Games CEO Team Schwinne criticizing the way Valve handles microtransactions and commissions on Steam, calling their methods illegal. Of course you would. Of course you would, Epic. Remember when I said is Epic in the room with us when we were talking about that lawsuit for $950 million?
Yeah.
Yeah, Epic, were you in the room with us? Where did Steam touch you? Can you show me on this doll?
Hmm.
Oh,
This is kind of like a Nintendo going after not Pal World sort of thing, and it seems like, where they're just jealous of their competition and really want to just destroy them.
yeah, but they can't do it, so they got to use somebody else from the UK.
Yeah, but I mean that's the thing though. Like Epic just isn't in the. It's not in the same position that like Nintendo is. Nintendo is the big dog, and Pal World's like meow. So as opposed to this, where like Steam is just like living its best life, and then Epic is like, but we want it too.
Yeah, they're very upset that nobody
Toxic.
cares for them. It's like, see, Epic is in this weird thing where they've made their own little thing to compete with Steam, but they did it horribly, right? I was, yes, yes, he was. I was touched here. Points to his wallet.
That's a good
Love
one,
it.
man.
But yeah, it's like if they were to move what is their big thing? Fortnite. If Fortnite was available on Steam, I have
Mhm.
a feeling that their user count would like drastically drop to almost probably negative numbers, I feel like. Because I don't think anybody really uses Epic outside of anyone who is like in that Fortnite ecosystem. If you're not in that, there's no
Mhm.
reason for you to have Epic. In fact, that's
Yeah.
the only reason I have Epic. I have Epic on my computer for one reason, to occasionally update Fortnite to play Fortnite with the kids.
Ugh. All right. You get away with it because you have kids.
That's
Don't
right.
don't even say like, "Oh no, it's a good game" or anything.
Oh,
Even if
but
you
it's
think
a
so, just no,
great
no.
game.
Dude, no.
Listen, if I was
I don't
younger, I
wanna have to
probably
fight
would play a lot of
you.
Fortnite. But anyway, no, if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have Epic. It's like Origin. The only reason I had Origin on my computer was to play The Sims 4 or SimCity 4. And or SimCity 5, whichever SimCity it was, right? That came
I
out and it
don't
was only
know.
available on the Origin thing. I have Origin on my computer just for that, but again, I haven't touched it in like 10 years. Uh, and I have City Skylines now. So it's just there's I don't even think the Origin browser exists, to be totally honest. I think they canned it a long time ago, and I just haven't opened it, so my computer doesn't know that it doesn't really exist. uh,
Oh, Taggin must weigh in now on
uh,
Fortnite.
if a big streaming pooling is considered great, Fortnite is the best things. Slice and pre-buttered bread. Uh,
To be fair, Taggin is not one for the mass corporate things. So,
oh, that's fine. If it wasn't for my kids, I probably never would have played it. So
yeah,
they're just
just
big
just
in
stick with
it.
that.
And
Just stick with
before
that.
that, it used to be Halo, so that was my jam when I was younger. Was Halo and a little bit of Call of Duty, Modern Warfare. But yeah, they just don't do that anymore. Uh, so yeah, apparently, Ashes of Creation out of nowhere shuttered. For those who don't know, this was the upcoming MMO that was apparently crowdfunded.
Yep.
And it looked great, according everybody loved it. It looked good. They were waiting for it to come out officially, I guess. I
Yeah.
mean, even the screenshot looks pretty good here. And then out of nowhere, just gone. Just like, what the hell?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was crazy, man. I
I
mean, I
don't.
didn't even To be fair, I wasn't looking forward to it. I'm not that person. I was just like, whatever. But I know so many people were excited about it, and then it just was like, no está. Just
Yeah, it was just
withers on the vine, and I'm like, so I mean, I guess it did go back into the ashes, and didn't it?
they forgot they were supposed to spring forth from the ashes.
Yeah.
Um,
No, no, these are just the ashes. That's
yeah,
all.
this is just the ashes. Yeah, I still don't know what happened. I know some people were like, I guess, trying to figure it out or whatnot, but nothing really. Just I guess Steam didn't pay them when Steam was supposed to pay out at the beginning of the month, and then as soon as that happened, just the whole thing shuttered, and it was like, what the hell? I mean, I feel bad for everyone involved. I don't know. They seem
Yeah,
to have been just as surprised as everybody else, and
it's very confusing.
yeah. And Steam, I guess, apparently was handling some refunds. I guess, but aside from that, chances are you ain't getting anything back because this is a Kickstarter.
Yeah, people just started leaving. Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't I don't understand. This is super vague, you know? Just they had decisions that I couldn't ethically agree with. Oh, okay, what does that mean? Like, were they
I
asking you
mean,
to sacrifice children, or were they like, "No, we don't want you to put pride flags in this because there's
well, as far as I know, nobody really started leaving. It was just,
Well, no, the top,
um,
if you scroll up, the director quits and the whole board quits.
oh yeah, that's right. I heard about. Apparently, okay, so apparently there
Well,
was
not the
only
board,
supposed to
but
be
the
two
leadership
people in
team.
charge, and they were the board,
Mhm,
right? And from what I heard, but I don't know if it's was 100% or whatnot. I guess they sold while nobody was looking to an investor fund, to an investor or something like that. They came in with a whole new board, and I guess that's what shuttered everything.
mhm.
So
I don't know.
I
I
don't
I
know.
don't I don't know
It's
enough
just
about this.
there wasn't supposed to be anybody else in charge but them, and then
And they were
suddenly
like, "We don't wanna do this no
gone
more,
and
we're
out.
done."
Everybody's gone, and the whole studio's laying off.
Man, I mean, it's dang.
Confirmed on LinkedIn that their time in Intrepid Studio has come to a close, writing how this or as
The
far.
CEO left first, he was not okay with the board just taking over his job. Um, yeah, I guess, I don't know. I really I
Well, see, there shouldn't have been a board to take over his job unless he sold it to somebody.
Yeah, that's kinda my thought. I'm just like, "Why did you need a
And
board, my
then at
guy?"
that point, that was kind of a dumb moment. You sold it to somebody. What'd you expect? I
I mean, maybe he needed backing, but we should have known that
mean,
that
it's it'd be one thing if this was like a Crafton situation, but it doesn't seem to be that.
mm,
So it was just the weirdest thing.
yeah.
Because with Crafton, they got funding. They were supposed to still be in charge, and then Crafton decided to gum up everything, come back, get rid of them, and then pointed to the fact that they can't meet their things because they're not there, and say, "Well, I guess you guys can't get those bonuses now." And everyone's like, "Yeah, because you fired us, you dumbass, before we got to launch it. Duh." I mean, and now they're in the middle of a lawsuit over it. So
Yeah. He said they were making statements without his knowledge. After he left, other leading people also just gone. The whole thing is absolutely bananas. Game looks good so far for what it was. Yeah, it looked good for what
yeah,
it was. It looked like it was not my jam, but there were a lot of people who were very excited about it and are
I
like
mean, I wasn't looking forward to it
morning.
or anything. I just happened to have heard it, and I was like, "It sounds like it's going to be a great, RPG for somebody." But
Yeah. I ain't playing all
just
that,
to
but I'm
see it
happy for you.
out of nowhere, just decide to
Or
get the
sorry
axe.
that
It was
happened.
just
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's just when you get boards involved, when you get more people, especially when you have too many cooks at the top, that's when you get into a problem, you know? Like if you're gonna have other people because you need to bring on people to be investors or something like that, then you have to have a very clear understanding of who these people are and have it in writing what they can and cannot do, because otherwise, yeah, they're gonna have ideas and it's their money, and they're gonna, if they feel strongly enough about it, they're gonna be like, no, homie, we're not doing that, or yes, we totally are doing that. So yeah. Anyway, that's just a, that just seems this tale, a tale of sadness and woe. What is this? Iron Lung?
Yeah, so Iron Lung came out,
Yeah. I'm
and
not a horror person.
where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Uh, it it blew up the box office.
Dang. Well, you know
Like
what? I'm happy for him.
it blew up the box office so much
Mhm.
that it got removed from the box office, and everyone looked at him and was like, "Guys, what the hell happened here?" And then the box office was like, "Oh, there an error. See, it's back. Yeah, there was an error there. Sorry, our bad."
Hmm. Did you see it?
No, I have not seen it yet. I don't have time for movies right now. I'll probably catch
That's
it on
right,
the
you are
streaming
just getting back
service.
from dying, so there's
Yeah.
that.
Well, yeah, I guess. I mean, I do want to see it. The premise of the game and stuff just is so, it's intriguing,
Mhm.
right? So it would be nice to see the movie. I would like to see it, and the fact that Markiplier did it, and might as well.
I mean, I'm glad for him, you know, small town guy, well, not small town guy, but small little YouTube guy who's been grinding away gets to live out his passion and his dream and make a movie, and it does well. That's a good story. I like it. I'm up for it. I'm not into this kind of movie, and I've never played the game, so I mean, it just sounds like something I don't wanna watch. I'm just like, I like just the visceral image that's in my head whenever you say the name Iron Lung, I'm just like, "Bleh." So I'm like, "I don't wanna watch
Oh,
this." Ugh.
yeah.
It sounds like my experience watching, what is it, Alien, which was not a pleasant experience. Great movie, didn't enjoy a single minute of it. I wanted it to be over the entire time. So well done. Anyway. But yeah,
Well,
I mean, like, good on him though, man. I'm glad for him. As long
let's
as he's
see.
not a horrible person, in which case I'd be sad, but
Help ran for 17.8 million to 20 million. Iron Lung also made 21.7 million in total worldwide.
well,
I don't
in
know
this
what
article, it's
Superbowl
saying it's
is.
7 times what it
Yeah.
put out, but that might have been updated by now because
Oh yeah.
that was 2 weeks ago. Well, a week and a half ago.
Yeah. So I'm sure it did more. But yeah, apparently it went down, and Markiplier was watching it, I guess, the whole weekend, and was like, "Hey, where'd my movie go? It's been on one. Where'd it go? Where'd it go?" And the box office was like, "Oh, you noticed? My bad. We had an error in house." It's like, sure you did. Some indie
Oh my gosh. Wait,
filmmaker
it is way more than that. So
did more.
apparently, it's grossed 43.1 million against $3 million production budget. So that is crazy.
Oh wow.
Hello, simple kitty cat. How are you?
Hey, kitty cat.
What's new, pussycat? Whoa.
Wow, wow,
Anyway,
wow. Okay.
not quite 30 yet, but pretty high, man. We are Americans. We apologize.
Oh
No,
no, we do
it's
not
almost 15
apologize.
times. I mean,
Uh,
when you put in net though, take off like maybe half of that for how much they actually took home. But I mean, even with that, like 21 million to 3
well, I
million,
mean, it's an
that is
indie
7
movie hitting the charts, wiping out, the big boys, I guess you can put it. I'm
even
sure they
competing
weren't too
with
happy
them.
with it. So,
I mean, they made dollars out of this as opposed to a lot of these other movies where they're just trying to break
yeah.
even.
I mean, the other ones are losing like what, 89 million, 300 million,
Mhm,
stuff like that. And this one made dollary dues, unlike them. So,
mhm.
pretty sure that makes that a success. Oh, so while I was also out, apparently Hassan got banned for 3 days.
Ugh, what? I don't.
Our favorite China Maxer.
Why? Why is this person like just
He got banned. He came back and yelled for, I guess, Asmongold to get banned for violating everything in the world. It's just like, okay,
he's such a whiny bitch.
guys.
It's just ugh.
Yes, I was watching a clip, I watched a clip of him earlier of some Chinese woman who had apparently had just like
Yeah, I
escaped
think
something,
Z
and
Vanderfleet, I think. And
he
like
was watching.
if you follow her on X, dude, she went through Mao's Cultural
Yeah.
Revolution. She hates communism. Like
Oh
everything
yeah.
she sees. And unfortunately, I mean she's right, but like she's always like, this is the road to communism. And I'm like, I know, but you need to like say it in a different way. She's like, but communism. And I'm like, okay, sure, keep going.
But
But
yeah,
yeah,
Hassan, I guess, was watching a clip of her and then was making fun of her. And she was making fun of him in the clip. And it
yeah,
was just one of those things. And she like straight up mentions, yeah, like some of the, because she's talking about how these people get like,
the China Maxers.
captured. The China maxing, get captured by the whole Chinese thing, sometimes willingly, sometimes not, sometimes getting paid, stuff like that.
Mhm.
And mentions Hassan. He went there for like 2 weeks and came back Chinese. And Hassan just was just like, see that? I am Chinese. Just, oh, he was loving that. And I was just like,
Well,
dude,
okay,
she
so
was making fun of you. You know that, right? Like
no,
she
he
just said you were so dumb that you went over there, got glazed, and think you're one of them.
well, so the thing is that he's so humorless that he doesn't understand those kind of things, but also, um, the thing is that the lore on that whole clip is that somebody who was literally from China was like, "Dude, you're not Chinese, you're not from here,
Yeah.
you don't know, this is garbage." And then so she says that, and he, instead of understanding what exactly she's saying, he's like, "Look, she said I'm Chinese." I'm like, "Okay, so, like," and the thing is the people in his chat probably thought that this was a win, and I'm like, "No."
No, I'm
Context
sure they
matters.
did. They're they're just as dumb as he is.
They've
Sometimes
gotta
I'm
be
sure they
dumber because
thought
he's
this.
he's not as stupid as he plays on TV,
Oh yeah, I mean he's smarter than he looks, but his people are just so dumb.
you
They're
know?
the retards that I yell at willingly on Facebook all the time, and I'm like, I am such a fool for yelling at these retards.
Yeah. I tend to say that life, especially on the internet, is a lot of times trying to decide between Proverbs 26:4 and probably like, is it 24 and 26:4 and 25 or 26:4, 5 and 6? Anyway, there's 2 verses in Proverbs that are back to back, right? And one of
Mhm.
them says, "Don't answer a fool according to his folly, because he'll drag you basically down into the mud."
Yeah.
And the second one, the verse right after it though says, "Answer a fool according to his folly, or he's gonna think he's right." So you're like, well, which one? And it's just like, yes, this is where wisdom is found. You have to decide which situation you're in. A
You
lot of
have
the
to
ones
see
with
it if
Hassan,
it's
you're like,
worth
nah.
it. It's like, is it worth it at this moment or not?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And you're just like, sometimes it's just that juice ain't worth the squeeze. Ubisoft employee suspended for criticizing the company. He has now been fired. The company has made no public comment. Whatever, dude. You don't Ubisoft sucks. We don't care. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. They were just looking for a reason to fire somebody anyway. Like
Uh,
Kotaku reported the company's comments almost 2
2 hours.
hours before this was posted. Why is there a community note about Kotaku? You're right, Pirate Nation. I'm confused too. It's so weird.
I don't see the community note. It doesn't seem to have.
No, it hasn't. It didn't make it. It looks like
It didn't
it's
make it. Like he got
suggested.
shot down. I guess.
They're like everybody's like, nobody cares about Kotaku. What are you doing? Is that
uh,
still open? You guys are still alive?
apparently, they're trying to community note it. It's like Kotaku's
That's
still
actually the
there.
bigger
Huh.
story in all of this,
Yeah. Let's
honestly.
see. Kotaku reported the company's comments almost 2 hours ago. When asked about his termination, Ubisoft, blah, 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 emailed Kotaku this statement. Sharing feedback or opinions respectfully does not lead to a dismissal. We have A clear code of conduct that outlines our shared expectations for working together safely and respectfully, which employees review and sign each year. When that is breached, our established procedures apply, including an escalation of measures depending on the nature. Okay, that didn't say anything.
Let's see.
That was okay. So Ubisoft employee suspended for criticizing the company has been fired, and then this feedback from the company, I guess, was we have a code of conduct. When people violate the code of conduct, we take appropriate actions.
Okay, well then in that case,
Okay,
that's
that does not
that's
help at all.
okay. So I guess it would be better to say they made a comment, but it doesn't necessarily. It seems to be kind of like only generally referencing what happened, so we still don't know. But Ubisoft fired them. They made a comment only proving that their lawyers are very well employed. Um, let's see. But I mean, I guess it just depends on when that was when when the comment was made, I guess, and when it was reported on, but yeah, whatever.
Anyway, so an Ubisoft employee was
Oh yeah,
suspended for
you're
criticizing
absolutely
the
right,
company
tagging
and
regarding
has
his
been
son.
fired, as they should be.
Yeah,
I guess. Uh,
yeah,
anyway,
but I mean,
it's
okay.
Ubisoft.
I mean, I
Uh,
Pirate Nation just picking one-liners, helping nobody. Yeah, he didn't need to go that far, but I mean, I don't know. Like the thing is that when he reported it, we don't know if the quote was already out or not. And the thing is, even if it was, like, he should probably anyway. Yeah, that's the thing. Not going to cry about Ubisoft or the employee. Not really. Like, it depends on what he said and what the like. I need more context to really care about this. But
you know,
off the back, I'm like,
I do
random
kind of
stranger
wish
says
I
something
knew what
about
he
company that he probably shouldn't have online. Don't do that.
I
Yeah, your
do kind
company's
of
gonna
want to know
fire you,
what he
dude.
said, though. That's the thing.
Especially
Like,
if your company's going broke. So,
but at the same time, it's also Ubisoft.
yeah.
Let's see. Oh, that's all that. Okay. Ubisoft's Assassin's Creed dev fired less than 2 weeks. Oh, okay. Here we go. Here's the article. Let's see. What did he say? Ubisoft Montreal lead has been fired just a few days after he was previously punished for publicly speaking out against the company's plans to force all. Oh, for fuck's sake! Really? Really? I would have fucking fired you too, because you're fucking retarded. Anyway, so this guy, this absolute piece of work, it's like, hey guys, we're gonna need y'all to start coming back to the office and get to work. Oh, but boss, I don't want to do that. Okay, that's great. I need you to come back to work. Uh, can we not? No, you're going to work. Opens up every social media. My boss won't let me come back or is forcing me to work in the office. Oh my gosh, what should I do? Dude, you're fired. We're not going to deal with that shit.
All right. So again, as per usual, because I'm not a driver for my job and my job is done on a computer completely, I'm probably gonna have not necessarily a completely alternate view of it because again, you work for a company, you talk bad about the company probably gonna fire you, if for no other reason than for lowering morale in the company. You're not helping them, you know? But I'm just like, look, I understand the aggravation, especially if those were not the terms under which you were hired. 6 years ago now, well, 5.5 years ago, the world broke in half, and a lot of people were hired with the understanding of remote work. If they've changed the terms or the conditions under which people were working when they signed on for something entirely different, yeah, that would be a hardship. If you signed on for a job that's like 3 hours away from where you work because you were allowed to work remotely. And then all of a sudden they're like, yeah, we want everybody to come into work now. Yeah, I'd complain about it. I'd piss and moan about it. But the thing is that also you have to know whether or not um, whether or not being in office actually is a boon or is actually a detriment to your company. If you cannot do your job as effectively from home, then maybe you should come into the office and the boss has a reason to say that. But from what I've seen, at least in my own company, it's the exact opposite. They just want you in the office though because it makes them feel a certain sort of way.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes down to that sort of thing, I know I joke about it, but honestly, I think it just depends on the, what's happening, right?
Yeah, like you
Yeah,
can't do front desk work. You
for
can't be
instance,
the
with
receptionist
your
from
work,
home.
you're fully capable of doing it from home. I have no problem with you doing that from home, unless it's something that like really requires everybody to be like hands in and right there. You
Mhm.
know, do more power to you doing it from home. And I get it. Sometimes that's what it requires, especially we're talking about game dev. Yeah, sure, we can do a good chunk of it probably at home, right?
Mhm.
Like you don't have to be in the office to design a level.
Yeah.
As long as you have asset or access to the assets, which I'm sure
Mhm.
are in the office, you know,
Yeah.
e- they're digital assets. You can access it remotely. You can do all that stuff from the comfort of your own home without being in there. But also, there are times when, if you're doing like storyboarding or something like that, it probably would help to be in the office to actually be like, we're working on X Quest.
Mhm.
Is
Yeah.
there something that needs to be done? And then you go over to Tiffany because Tiffany's been working on Y Quest this whole time.
Mhm.
And then it turns out that if you continued with what you're doing, you're going to run into an issue with what's going on with Y Quest.
Mhm.
So you've now got to walk it back, and then you find this ingenious new way together
Yeah.
to maybe intertwine them in a way to where they kind of like intersect with each other, but also at the same time they do this, that, and what, but would have come together if you guys weren't together talking about it to make sure you're not stepping on each other's toes. But
Okay, so a couple of things because again, I work in an office where
yeah,
people do work on their computers all day. I've had it where I have to collaborate with people. People are like one floor down from me and they will still opt to do their meetings via Zoom or at this point Teams. So that's the thing. And the thing is that the collaborative effect that you can have over these online platforms is better in some ways. It's worse in some ways, it's better in some ways. But the ability to share screens, to pull up things, from each other, it's like, "Okay, well, this is what you're showing me. Okay, let me show you what I'm doing," and then you can go back and forth. Unless you're gonna lug your computer downstairs and sit there and have dueling monitors going on at the same time, it's not really gonna work so goodly. Um, Also, when it comes to, like, Tagan is saying, like, they have their offices for a reason, they don't do that for no reason. Yes, they freaking do. You don't understand you don't understand CEOs. Like, our last CEO was a business development guy, which is to say that he was basically a glorified salesman and they love having people around. Like when the offices were like mostly closed, he was the saddest, most miserable person. He didn't even talk to us, but he just wanted us to be there because it felt hollow and empty. And I get that it did. I thought it was glorious because I don't like people. But
yeah, me too.
the thing is that, he actually went out like, we didn't need this. He bought another office. Like, he leased another office because he wanted to have more people in the office all the time, and we were all like, "Why is he doing this? This is retarded." And the thing is that he actually got sacked because of it. So no, they don't make these decisions necessarily just because they're so logical and efficient. A lot of times people make decisions because of the fact that it's based off of a gut instinct or a feeling or
Yeah.
their line of work. If you're a business development person and you're a salesperson, you deal in a lot of face to face, and like you have to get the measure of a person and pick up on their quirks and all of these other little things. That's not the case for most of us. Most of us don't talk to each other all day at our jobs. And when we do, we're not doing our freaking jobs anymore. You get less work out of most of us when we're in the office because we're talking to each other or we're ignoring each other or we're like, you run into somebody on the way to the bathroom and they want to talk about whatever TV show they just saw. And you can't be rude because apparently HR exists. So yeah,
Yeah.
it like there are
She
different
wouldn't even
dynamics. Like I
talk
said,
to me about.
there are things that absolutely are better that are better being done when you can stare somebody in the face and be like, "You're full of it," or "That doesn't make any sense, and I'm going to tell you why." There's some things that just reads better, in a face-to-face sort of way.
Hey,
"Hey,
Joe.
Joe." But yeah, it doesn't necessarily matter. Like there are a lot of this stuff is not necessarily based off of just the numbers, just the metrics. Because I could happily show my company my metrics and be like, you get more work out of me, you get more productivity out of me, and you know it. And my boss was like, yeah, I agree with you. But still, the CEO says what they say. Like they don't know who all of us are. They don't care. They just feel a certain sort of way and they're just going to go with it. So, short form by Meg. I don't want to go to the office because people stink. Not necessarily the only reason, but it is one of them.
Yeah, well,
Well, they're
I mean, I get
distractions.
it. So,
They're
like I said, if you don't have to go to the office, I don't think you should have to. But also at the same time, there's various different reasons. Like, you got that guy who just
yeah.
wants people there, but you also have other people who are like stuck in their way. Like we are in this you
Mhm.
know, this digital world now. Like this is it. The world is digital, whether people want to believe that or not.
Yeah, they're
And at
fighting
one
against it
point
right
in
now.
time, you've got people who are in charge right now who are, well, I don't, well, I had to work in the office.
Yeah.
They
And that
should too. And it's like, but they don't have to. Like,
yeah.
unless you got a real reason for them to be here, is there a reason to actually have these people here at this point?
Yeah, and that's the thing. I said, if they can give me a valid reason other than, well, other people have to go into the office. Yeah, because they literally are building things with their hands. But they also get more money than me. Do I get their money? No. Is
Yeah.
that not fair? Cuz like this is an asinine argument. It's so I really
Yeah.
hate bad arguments. I
If
hate
you're
them so
like
much.
a remote help desk,
Yeah.
you don't have to be anywhere nearby. Now, if I have to physically show up and plug your mouse in for you,
Yeah.
I need to be on site.
Yeah.
But if I don't, I don't need to be. But no, at the same time, you get told to go back to the office, go back to the office, and this guy didn't, and he got fired as he should.
Okay, so the thing is that I think that a lot of
If
people do need oversight or otherwise they will not work as efficiently, but the thing is that there are people who can be just as inefficient or more inefficient at the office. There
Yeah,
are people who just
that's
spend a lot of time just talking and talking and talking, and the thing is that you should have work that is quantifiable. You should be able to say, "This is the amount of work I expect from you. If you get it done, cool. If you don't, then we got a problem." That should be what it is. "Hey, Joe, no, I think Tom's working." So,
yeah,
he
yeah.
might he might
If he
drop
does,
in
he'll show up
via
some
potato.
for a few minutes here and there, but he's generally been working.
Yeah. But that was an argument that was made, and it wasn't invalid, but the thing is that you go, "Cool, then you should know that you have a problem with this employee, and that's kind of your main problem." Also, they should have a quantifiable body of work to where you can say, "This does not work. This does
Yeah.
not work for you specifically."
Yeah, and I think if you can identify an employee like that, that should be one of those, well, we should get rid of them.
Mhm.
Which then goes into the whole where people don't want to fire people for some reason,
Mhm.
which pisses me off too, because it's just like, how are you still working here? You shouldn't be working here, but nobody will take the steps to get rid of them. And it's just like, why? Like, we had a driver, no joke, he had to get like a. Luckily, he was a temp driver. Like, we didn't keep him or anything. But he got four. He's supposed to get 4 loads a night in about a 12-hour shift, right? This guy can't get more than two, and it's like, why? Like, I can't stand behind him because I would like to sleep,
Mhm.
so I can't sit in the truck with him his whole shift because then I have to come in the next morning anyway and do my own and stuff. So what's going on? Well, what's happening is he's going down to that plant. He's pulling out of the plant. Then he's pulling off to the side of the road and he's taking a nap for 2 hours
Awesome.
every time he shows up.
Of
So
course.
he's losing an entire, 4 to 6 hours worth of work, not working like he's supposed to. But he can't seem to get more than two, and he's doing the best he can. And it's like, can we not have somebody else? I mean, granted, we haven't had him. We no longer get him as a temp. luckily. I think somebody finally got rid of him as a driver in general from his actual home site. But yeah, it's like when you identify things like that, and it's like, we only had this guy for half a week just to help us out,
Yeah.
and we can identify the issue here. Do you guys have the same problem back there with it? Oh yeah, he can never seem to keep. Why is he still here?
Yeah, I don't know though, there's some things in I don't know if it's in your state, but there's some things in some states where it is hell trying to get rid of some of these employees, like,
Yeah,
you have
yeah,
to go
there's
through a
there's
whole
that
lot.
too. We're a right to work state, so
Yeah,
technically you don't have to give anybody anything. It's just like you looked at me
but if your
wrong, you're
company's
fired,
big
you're
enough,
gone.
it might have something in the company charter that you have to
Yeah.
worry about.
But because there are other states like California,
I'm sorry.
fucking California, sometimes
I
you
know.
can't get rid of people when you really need to get rid of people.
Yeah, like, all the time.
And especially if there's like a what is it? A union involved.
Mhm.
And it's just like another reason not to have a fucking union.
Trying to watch you and Ironside at the same time. Yo! Perry Mason, right? No, Raymond Burr, that was his name. He played Perry Mason, which is actually the jam that I watch when I'm working out because it's awesome. Joe's the boss. Siestas are super important for motivation. They are. They're the most important for motivation. 2 hours is just like a short siesta. 私のマキスコ人ですね. No.
All right. So, aside from all that,
Mhm.
the Outer Worlds 2 apparently bombed.
Oh, no. Anyway.
Yeah. So, no, it was. I think it was the last holdout of those games where they were gaslighting us into saying it did numbers,
Mhm.
and everyone was like, "No, there's no way." Anyway, so Obsidian isn't making an Outer Worlds 3. But we're working more games in the Avowed universe, apparently, despite its disappointing sales.
I mean,
So,
are they just working for the sake of working, or are they working because they're truly passionate about this? The thing is that I understand that, everybody gotta work, everybody gotta eat. But the thing is that this is still an art, and you're still doing storytelling and all of that jazz. And if you don't actually have a good vision, it doesn't matter how hard you work, it's still gonna suck. And nobody's gonna like it, and then more people are just gonna, you're just gonna waste time and money, and more people are gonna get fired. So, like, it seems like they're gonna keep doing these things, and I'm like, did you actually think about why it didn't do well? Why Outer Worlds 2 didn't do well? Why Avowed didn't do well? Oh, yeah. Yeah,
well,
that's what they're
see,
saying, that Avowed's they're gonna do things in the Avowed universe despite the fact that Avowed had disappointing sales.
yeah,
It was
it's just,
it was fine.
it's like Avowed was, okay, Avowed was
Grounded.
fine,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
I'm saying it. Avowed was fine. Avowed was the
Dude,
most mediocre game
yes.
that came out at the time. However, here's the thing,
Mhm.
it did look good in its spells. As somebody who plays the spellcaster, I was actually kind of jealous at some of those spells because we don't have those in other games the way they were working and interacting with the environment.
Mhm.
They were nice. The problem is Avowed forgot that it made this RPG over a decade ago, and then they made it worse
Yeah.
because they already made this style of RPG. The NPCs were more
This is fine.
dynamic back then. The NPCs went out and shot a swamp rat because it felt like it back then.
Mhm.
The NPCs were alive. The story was decent or was pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
There were things to do in the world. It wasn't so static. It wasn't so boring.
Yeah. If any of
But
y'all
the
are on
spells looked pretty damn good. And that
Yeah.
was about all it had going for it, in my opinion.
Yeah. The thing is
So,
that pretty particle effects are not enough for me to, like, A, spend money because I am the cheap, and 2, to spend
maybe,
time because I can't get that back, and I am an old. I don't have time to be wasting on, like, garbage games, okay? Frustrating games like Jak 2 and 3, okay, maybe, but, just for the fans. But no, not a game that I absolutely won't enjoy. But look, it looks prettier. I don't give a tiny rat's trousers over that.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, there was a video done by Fleekazoid over on YouTube about Avowed talking about how
there.
fine it was. He was like, "It's fine."
Oh,
It
oh
was
my gosh. Okay,
it,
we're gonna have to bring that up.
oh dude, it is a great watch. I think I
Uh,
watched it like 10 times and I died laughing. And the thing is that I barely knew anything about Avowed because when I saw it, I was like, that doesn't look like me, bro. But
I
yeah,
haven't
it
seen a
was it was
Freakazoid
just
video in a
the
hot
thing is that they
second.
need to stop spending so much money on aggressively mediocre games. Like, even again, I will say that I think that what is that game that's just died as horrible death and is being called Concord 2? Um, oh, the night game, the first person shooter night game.
Yeah, High Guard.
Highguard, thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
Highguard. Aggressively mediocre. It's super mid, but like all of the people who were playing it and played it from like more than 2 hours were like, yeah, it's fine. There are parts of it that are actually fun, but there it has problems, but it's fine. The problem is that it got hyped up and we're in a culture where we do not forgive, okay? If you do something retarded, we're going to be annoyed.
You ready for this?
I am ready for this. I love this game.
Ready for this?
You gotta accept a little jank to do something fun and creative, I think.
I can only go right, Pips. Finding a door. I need help. Out is here, and the three people that knew it was coming out are hyped at how okay this game is. You go look at reviews on Steam, and every critic is raving at how okay Avowed is. They're screaming.
Oh my god, it really is. Like everyone is like, it's okay. It's okay.
This is
Not a
fine.
coordinated effort. Look at that, 73 hours, and it's like, yeah, it's okay.
From the rooftops, Avowed is okay. Okay. Sure, the RPG mechanics are shallow and the combat's about as deep as a puddle, but on the bright side, the exploration is okay. And also, like, the exploration's okay. No. And normally I'd get angry at how boring this high on fentanyl fantasy is, but you know what? I've been going to anger management classes lately, so I'm turning over a new leaf. Now when I find myself playing...
What is that?
I don't know.
Somebody
Why
was
is
furry
that?
on the dev team.
It's just like, I'm sorry, if you're a girl who's got like that much hair going on, you cover up, You just do.
Yeah, like I'm okay with like ears and tails and stuff, but when you have fur everywhere, we've gone too far. Okay.
I threw up in my soul a little bit. It's not okay.
Uh,
Avowed may be okay. This is not.
British furry walks up to me and asks, "Hey, are you playing butt pirates with your fishman sidekick and your not racist, not Scottish dwarf?" I say, "That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. It's okay." When people called me ugly for the first 3 hours of the game, I said, "That's okay."
You mean a god gave you that face?
Wait, this person is saying that.
yes. It's
The
like, have you
chinless
looked in
wonder
the
over
mirror?
here? All right. That's okay.
They were very, very mean to you in the beginning of this game for some reason.
Touched your soul and everything. Heard you say you were blessed. Looks more like a curse to me.
Well, my mama says I'm beautiful, and you're a nasty bitch, Jenny. Now when I play a game that takes out half my fucking stamina bar when I shoot a gun, I say that's okay. Sure, we
Well,
invented
that's weird.
guns specifically to be an effortless replacement to all that karate shit the samurai were doing, so that my fat ass could sit back here and go, "Hey, nice karate. Oh, really? It's Aikido?" doesn't matter. But you know what? So you with me now? That's okay. That's okay.
It's
They gave
okay.
Skyrim Concord's art direction, and that's okay. Who even likes whores with giant bazookas flying out of their scantily clad armor, smacking you in the face, right? Why would I want to dodge dicks and chase down Catherine's giant sweater puppies in the name of Jesus Christ? Amen. No, I want turquoise Gen Z fish people with that on top, listen for real, permed out, simple jack haircut. Yeah, that's what I want. You know, all these people are making jokes about how fabulous Kingdom Coming Guys is. Meanwhile, I can't even walk straight in Avowed. And I'm not even joking. 3 hours into the game, my save file got corrupted, which somehow removed my ability to walk left or go forward. I was left with the ability to moonwalk and shuffle right. My spell keys.
That would be atrocious.
Yep.
Also no longer work because the game secretly rebound them to my media play buttons. My attack was bound to my scroll wheel and my jump button was print fucking screen. But you know what that is? That's right. Fucking stupid, and that's okay. Now sure, did I pay $100 to get 5 days early access?
And I forgot it was that expensive.
Yeah, like
Golly, somebody paid money for it.
these mediocre games, man, with their very high budgets and then their very high price tags. I'm like, you have to understand who you are, what you're aiming at, and who your audience is going to be, and that's
They
okay.
thought it was
But this is not.
Skyrim. Or they thought their audience was the Skyrim people. They didn't show up.
No, because they played Skyrim and they were like, nah.
Yeah.
Half that doing 360 no-scopes? Yeah. But they have more important things going on, like selling really shitty, exceedingly creepy chia pets while I cha-cha slide for 10 hours. And that's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I had to stick a straw into a bottle of Dramamine so I could sip that shit to stop the nausea while they're going...
Just another reason to sell the high speed.
That's okay, right? Maybe my doctor said it wasn't okay, but what does he know? He got his degree post-ChatGPT. I showed up for a checkup the other day, and he gave me a colonoscopy. The weird thing is, he's my dentist. But that's okay. Let's just focus on the game. In exchange for being able to dodge in combat, we've lost almost all of our RPG mechanics. You don't even get punished for stealing anymore. There's no pesky systems like bounties or crimes. So you know what? If you see something, steal something. We're playing by California rules now. Walk into a joint, eat a man's bread, bang his wife, and he'll go to jail for it. Except no, he actually...
Wow. I wasn't kidding when I said they're static. They don't do anything.
won't, because
Yeah.
no one fucking
Another reason to pirate stuff, which I did.
control anymore. Like, look at this guy right here. I've never seen this guy stand up. I've never even seen him walk around. This guy is on a permanent lunch break. I mean, right there. But I'm gonna tell you what everybody tells me. Don't go into this expecting an RPG or interactivity or
Yeah,
any
see,
amount of
old
depth, and
Obsidian
perhaps some of
could have
us
done
shouldn't even
something with
expect
that,
the
but
ability to go
brain
left.
drain
You
is
should
so
expect
bad
a
that they can't
linear,
even figure out how
hard
to
right-leaning,
make
story-driven
their
action
NPCs
game. So let's
walk
check back
anymore.
in on the action. Oh, that's right. Literally, I can only fucking go right. But it's okay. Listen, sometimes if I'm not enjoying a game, I'll go look at positive reviews and try to see what they liked about it. You know, maybe I'm just playing it wrong. So let's go check out some of those now. First one. Junk food RPG, shallow combat, two-dimensional upgrade system. Decisions don't fucking matter until the end of the game. Oh, next one. It's fine, and I'll never play it again. Thumbs up. Here's a very top review. Let's see what Nietzsche has to say. Gamers would have pooped their pants with joy, and this would have been Game of the Year for a generation if you released this game in 2011. If Avowed was released in 2011...
No. Hold up. When did Fallout New Vegas come out? Just out of curiosity. No, because we already had something better in 2010. Somebody forgot that New Vegas came out in 2010, October 19th. Therefore, if Avowed came out in 2011, it would have been a step back even then. Oh, there's no way. For anyone who was curious, yeah, see, look.
2011, gamers would shake this game's hand, give it a pat on the ass, and go, nice job, Avowed. Gamers would impregnate and support Avowed as it ran for Congress. When Avowed got drafted for the Korean War, gamers would say, I'll wait for you, Avowed, and I'll always love you. Come back home safe, all right? And when Avowed got mortally wounded in the last bayonet charge in military history, gamers would weep. They would weep manly tears. The president would posthumously award this game the Medal of Honor and set the nuclear launch codes on top of its grave. We would rename the Gulf of Cum the Gulf of Avowed. Peace would be brought to the Middle East because Avowed has explosive barrels. Fuck you, I say we go back to 2006. In Dark Messiah, I could kick and I could kill someone with a chandelier. Let's try to kick an Avowed. Okay. Let's kill someone with a chandelier. Let's try to walk right. There we go. Okay. Now let's try to walk left. You see, there's a problem right there. But let's not act like this shit's the second coming of JFK. Your opinion is bad, and you should feel bad. But that's okay. I didn't mean that. I got caught up in the moment there. I'm sorry. Obsidian, I have lost all faith in you, and I'm done being a fan. Thumbs up. 26.5 out. How about we change over to a negative review for a second, though? I need a palate cleanser after all that bullshit we just choked down. All right, here we go. The dialogue does not have any choices, and it's boring. Also, I was bored as shit in record time like no other game before. The combat is as shallow as a puddle. This guy's getting them. He's fucking tearing them down right now. The class 90% of people play is going to be a boring time because you barely get any abilities. God damn. Obsidian's writing fell off of a cliff. Edit 20 hours in and I'm questioning what it's all for. Life has lost its meaning. Food has lost its taste. I've converted to Buddhism to find some peace in this mortal coil. Stop it, they're already dead. At best, wait for a sale. Thumbs up, 30 hours. Yeah, I was fucking with you that whole time. That was a positive review. Do you see what this game is doing to people? A real positive review now. This game is stunning. That's French coded language. No way this guy, I knew it. Nah, opinion discarded. Insert EX11 into launch options. No need to force a Proton version. Just use default. Is this? Yeah, this whole fucking review is just a Steam Deck, guys. Holy shit! I need an actual, real negative review to wet my beak. I found one. Proof. I'm not trying to pull one over on you this time. Thumbs down. 17 hours. That's enough time to really get to hate this game. Let's see what this guy has to say. This game is good. You piece of shit! What do you think? I'm some kind of clown? What are you gonna do? I'm using, you know? Are you doing this? I'm trying to turn over a new leaf here, and you're testing me with these words. We can walk forward now. We can finally go straight to Pirate Yakuza. Fuck this game. I'm out of here. Thanks for bankrolling this video. And another huge thanks to all the pimpers for buying me a copy of Pirate Yakuza on every goddamn platform. Oh, see y'all very soon with some booty in there.
Oh, man. That's a good video, man. If ever you guys want to watch a video where he's reviewing a game and just roasting the crap out of it, yeah, Fleekazoid. Good time.
Yeah, definitely good. It's been a hot minute since I've seen one of his videos pop up.
Yeah, he was on hiatus, man. But he came back just to dunk on High Guard.
Oh, did he? I have to go check
he
it
did.
out now. So the development behind Dispatch has said it is legally
unable to explain why it is unable to launch an uncensored version of its game. Wait, why?
What? I am so confused.
You can't explain why. What?
Okay, so we talked about this last time because Nintendo was censoring. Dispatch is censored on the Nintendo version.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, I guess they can't, or they're legally unable to explain why it's censored.
Doesn't that mean that we kind of know it's because of Nintendo then?
I'm so confused. Even if it is Nintendo, they should be able to say Nintendo told us to.
Unless that's part of the agreement, in which though you're just like, Nintendo, you're not coming up. You don't think that you're looking good, but you're doing the exact opposite, my guy. Like that's not. This is not the way to look like the good guys.
Cyberpunk got censored too. I didn't hear about that. Huh. Which I'm not surprised because when they said that Cyberpunk 2077 was going to launch on the Switch too, I was just like, I'm surprised Nintendo allowed that game to even come to the Switch too. I mean, there are straight up titties, like within the first 5 seconds of that game, just flopping out there for the world to see. And I'm like, that is not something that Nintendo normally does or lets happen on their system.
That's so weird.
So, to hear that it is censored, then maybe they don't have that problem on the
But I
Switch
mean,
version.
legally unable
But
to explain even. I'm like,
legally
what
not.
kind of
Yeah,
NDA did
no,
you guys sign?
I don't know.
I mean, at this point, it would be better to just not release it at all, just because of the fact that I don't think that there are enough people who would want to play a watered down version of this.
Yeah, like I said, it should definitely be somewhere big in there for you to read before you hit buy.
Yeah,
That this is not the same version that you can get anywhere
it should
else.
be in the title, like Nintendo Edit or something like that.
Yeah, like it should definitely have something like that.
Mhm.
It's piqued my curiosity, but also on the same time, like I don't care that they censored it. Like I didn't expect them. I don't expect Nintendo to allow things that should be rated adult only
Yeah.
anyway on their system, without some kind of heavy edit to it anyway. But at the same time, you know, you should at least put it somewhere where people know, by the way, this is a censored version of this product.
Yeah. It's
That
weird.
I think was my biggest issue, is that it should, like, somewhere in there in the product, like in the title, should be like censored version or something.
Yeah.
The Nintendo version. Nintendo Edit. There we go. Is that what you said earlier?
Yeah.
Nintendo Edit? Yeah.
Will it
that
destroy
sounds
the game though? No, it's just retarded double standard. Well, I think that it's going to give the developer a bad name though, because
Yeah.
people are going to be, anybody who bought from them before is going to be, do you want Nintendo down there? Because I don't think you do. But I'm sorry. I'm like, no, I don't trust you to
Listen,
not like
Nintendo's
take
been
it
going
away or something.
places that I'm not sure if we want it anywhere
You
down
might wind up a bit of a eunuch, my guy.
there.
But yeah, I think that it's just going to do reputational harm to the company. So I don't think that it's worth it to bother with that. It's like, look, I won't be able to release a good version of this game, and people who play it are going to be like, oh yeah, I played games from that company, they suck. So that it's just not worth it. I don't
I
think.
don't think anyone. I think anyone who's looking at this kind of stuff, developer wise, should just steer away from Nintendo.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even realize that they had censored Cyberpunk. Right? Like I knew they were going to release it for the Switch too, and I was like, huh, okay. And then I praised Cyberpunk, CD Projekt Red, because they're the only ones who are like, oh yeah, the whole game is on our cartridge. By the way. All 70 some gigs worth fits on the cartridge.
How?
We don't have to do this bullshit with the key that Nintendo wants to do and push
Yeah.
everybody into, for digital only distribution. And I praised them for that too.
Mhm.
And, I was just like, that's an interesting thing to see. Of all the games, I did not expect Cyberpunk 2077 to be on a Nintendo ever. And for them to be the only developer that has enough sense to say, if you buy the physical copy, you get a physical copy.
Yeah, right.
But then to find out that they got censored. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh, didn't know that. Hope you post that somewhere, because nobody complained about it. So I'm just assuming nobody really bought the game.
Yeah.
And any number to make it noticeable that anyone, was complaining about it, kind of deal. Because, anyone who's played Cyberpunk probably already has. They've played it on the PlayStation, the Xbox, and the PC at this point.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think anybody was like, what?
But Dispatch
Cyberpunk,
just
let me
came
grab my
out.
Switch. Like,
Yeah, but Dispatch did just come out, and then it came out and it pushed a Wii port, or a Switch port. So then we hear about it's being censored. Because, there were people who wanted to play it that just hadn't played it yet. So I think, if I was a developer looking at this, I would think twice before ever wasting my time on a Switch port.
Yeah.
If
I
I'm
mean,
going to have
unless you go
anything.
into it and doing unless you go into it with something that's very, very easy to switch on and off, and you can say in there, like, if you want the more wholesome version of this game, you can go to Switch. That's where it is. That's where it lives. But I wouldn't if my main vision was reliant on the graphic whatever that Nintendo does not want to show, then I'd be like, oh, I'm just not going to deal with Nintendo.
But anyway.
Yeah. But it looks like wasn't Cyberpunk able to release another version? Like a separate uncut version? Isn't that what this is implying?
I have no idea. So legally unable. Can't launch an unedited version of its game in specific region. As CD Project Red did. Oh, well, then I guess CD Project Red could release non.
So that's the thing.
Yeah.
They said that they assumed that their game would be able to feature a similarly uncensored mature content version of their game, but instead they were told that was not the case for them.
Yeah, which is so weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
No me gusta. Anyway, that's Nintendo being Nintendo. Like, hey, I mean, we should just have a section where we just go, hey, Nintendo's still stupid, and then just keep going. 'Cause that's all it is.
Yeah, this weekend, Nintendo being stupid.
Yes, and then move on.
Now, this weekend,
from the ashes
PlayStation, I guess,
of the old world came the machine. Now,
anyway, nobody cares.
No. We gotta watch this, dude. Okay, wait.
Do
Go
I
back.
really have to watch this whole thing?
Oh, we so do. And you're gonna see why. This is Concord's spiritual successor. It's fantastic.
It's
okay. Come on, man. This is Concord 4.
Okay. Concord 4.
The thing is that I don't even hate this art style. I like it.
They were the guardians.
This is Spider-Verse kind of stuff.
Of the natural world. And they turned against us.
Alright. Get that pink-haired thing.
Now they're getting deadlier.
See, these things kind of look kind of cool, though. They don't look bad. I mean, it's a lot of purple, but,
It's a lot of purple.
It is a lot of purple. Okay, pause already, dude. Do you see that dude with the pot belly, like aggressive dad bod going on there?
Yes.
It's just like, why?
I don't know.
Why? Who wants
he's
to
clearly
look like
not
this?
going out and doing anything.
I know. And I'm like, why do you have all that armor
home.
on? You don't lift, bro. What are you doing?
He's the one who sits at base and makes the coffee for everybody.
I mean, he has like an extra plate on his pot belly. And I'm just like, dude.
He needed extra protection there.
Yeah, I know, because his normal armor wouldn't fit because he's fat. So anyway. All right, go ahead, hit play.
People are dying. That's why our leader gave me this command.
That is the best Aloy has ever looked.
I was about to say, is that Aloy?
Yes, it is.
Because she looks really dang good at this one, considering how they left her in the last game.
Oh my gosh, yes, with the
so I'm assuming that this game takes place between the first one and the second one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or did she just suddenly?
I don't know. I'm not sure. See, the thing is, I don't even know anything about Horizon. I was just like, who's that fat chick with the red hair? That's literally all I know about that game. Yeah, I'm with you, Tagan. I like this art style. I actually dig the art style. It is the character design that I'm just like, why would you do this? What? Okay, just keep going, because these aren't even the playable characters yet.
Wait, really? You don't get to play as Aloy?
Fight.
Nope.
Aloy or whatever.
She just walked off, right?
I can't even remember how to say her name half the time.
And to do that, we need a team.
Cornel West.
Wakanda.
No, I wish.
Are you sure? Because he's got like that. He resembles somebody from Wakanda.
He looks like skinny Cornel West. He looks like Ozempic Cornel West. Bro.
Soldiers.
And the thing is, the action scene is pretty cool, though. Like, that looks cool.
Hold up. So the other game that they're suing right now,
After 1 and 2? Okay.
um,
Aged After Samurai. Yes! Like, he doesn't have it, like, tight and clean, though, you know? Like you're supposed to.
so we're suing the other game, Light of Mordor or whatever it is.
We are?
Yeah. Sony sued Light of Mordor or something. Yeah. So Sony is in the middle of suing these guys, right? They're suing Tencent over the Horizon Zero Dawn ripoff.
They settled?
Mortram. No, they're still in the middle of suing them, as far as I'm aware.
Tagan's saying that they settled on that.
Have they done that? Because I have not seen an update where they settled at all. Give me a second, I'll search.
All right.
But anyway, so they're suing this company here, the
Mhm.
Tencent, over this, and it feels like that they're doing a Nintendo versus Power World kind of thing.
Mhm.
Because here you go, you've got because we were commenting on it that it was like they've taken Log Horizon or whatever it's called, Horizon Zero Dawn,
Mhm.
and they've essentially given it a survival aspect and Monster Hunter gameplay where you're hunting the stuff. And is that what this is essentially doing, like Monster Hunter Horizon Zero Dawn?
I don't know what the gameplay is. This is my favorite character, though.
See, they settled, and about 2 weeks later, they announced this new mobile game. Really?
Dude, you're stomping over my favorite character here.
I
used the wrong
know.
word.
Well, let's see. Tencent settled. Let's see. Sony and Tencent have reached a confidential settlement over the lawsuit concerning Tencent's game Light Motran, which Sony alleged was a slavish clone. Okay, anyway. Game delisted, has been removed from PC storefronts. Really? Settlement remains undisclosed, but both companies agree to cover their own bills. Tencent confirmed they are pleased with the resolution. Does this mean we're not going to get that game now?
Is it going to be a mobile game now?
To be canceled or significantly reworked. No official. There's no official word. Anyway, that sucks. Jeez, I didn't even see that one come across the thing. Fuck Sony. Anyway.
He's pointing at himself.
Hold up.
Yep.
Is that what
Yes! Everything is here.
We have robot animals.
We have
This
Ozempic
bitch
now.
has diabetes, and they can't give her a robot leg.
Nope.
I'm just gonna go back a little bit. Just make sure I saw this the right way.
We've crossed it now and then.
Hold up. Okay.
Like, this dude is so cool in this action sequence. Just
Future
he's on.
Samurai looks cool. Diabetes lady, though.
And mercenaries.
Like, how she is dodging that is beyond me, but she's got a
That is such a
peg
huge
leg.
Yes, exactly. As someone who's walked in stilettos, let me tell you, that is not easy to balance. But I'm
in
like,
this world where she should have a robot leg.
Well, also, there's nowhere in this world where they should be missing her. She is a huge target.
No, she's definitely not as fast as the other guy.
No.
Uh,
Yes. Now Tencent now can only do something in China with all these assets. Mistress Diabetes.
Who may have crossed it now and then. Infiltrators who hide in the dark.
Critical Drinker did a review of this where he was like, these people just constantly smirking. Just smirk.
well, yeah, they have to show how good they are.
But it's always like a self-satisfied smirk, you know? That's all they do.
Yeah.
But that last character wasn't bad looking. Eyebrows a little bit on the rough side, but okay, fine.
Yeah, I mean, our samurai here is not too bad.
Yeah, Ninja Girl.
That look.
No biggie.
It's that look that they envision themselves giving somebody when they, one up them somehow.
Of course.
And champions
Or even pink hair is
who shine in the light. Upstarts
That's a Ram guy.
whose stories are just beginning.
Are we getting Chitara too?
You're just like, who, like, what dude over the age of, like, I don't know, 12 wants to play as any of these characters?
I don't know.
Like, maybe the
but are they
teenage
gonna
guy
give me
until you're
Chitara?
15.
Like, is Chitara gonna be like a playable character in here? Because I saw a Ram guy.
No.
No Chitara? No
Sumimasen.
Thundercats? We should have Thundercats. Anyway. Cross-platform promotion thing, guys. Thundercats.
Looking for one last shot. The last line of defense
Everybody's fat.
for those who need it most.
Potbelly hero.
Made up
It's okay.
of the
Everybody's gonna be
greatest
there to do
hunters
the
in the
work.
land. This
So huge.
Hunters Gathering.
I'm just gathering.
Yeah.
So we lost this game here. So we could have this game here.
Hey, someone had to walk so that they could run.
We lost this game here.
I know.
So we could have this game here.
You know what, though? I'm going to say
I hope
there
we
is
flop.
something in the Asian aesthetic, especially when it comes to China. These games are all, their games are, like, go back to the other view, the other game. See how washed out their colors are? Their colors are always so dang washed out. I don't know what that's about.
We're
Like,
in
it's
the
really
middle of a
muted.
snowstorm.
No, their colors are always washed out. I remember when I was
Yeah,
watching someone playing, what's that last game? Monster Hunter. Their colors are always kind of muted. Like, even their most vibrant reds aren't, like, vibrant like the ones that you see in Horizon. Look, it's a different
Yeah.
aesthetic. I actually like muted colors personally, but I'm just saying, like, this is not nearly as striking, I guess you could say, as the other game. It is more artistic, it's more beautiful, but it's not as striking, which is interesting. Just on a color palette way. Like, just flip back and forth between those two colors. One is like very colorful and the other one is very not. Even if you had it in a green area, you know that those trees would not be as bright and as colorful. It's just, I don't know. It might be just an American thing. I don't know. Gameplay wise, it might be okay. I don't know. I don't know what it is because the thing is that honestly, what is it? Some of the people who actually played Concord said that it was alright, but the thing is, the problem is that it's just nobody wanted to be those characters. If you're gonna make a hero shooter, you have to make somebody that you want to actually play as, right? That was another problem that you had with High Guard. Nobody wanted to be any of those characters. Hunter's Gathering, who you gonna play, bro? Unless you're gonna play the one of the hot chicks, or
you're
well,
gonna
the cute
play
chicks.
her. You're gonna play her. Maybe him. Those are going to be your main people that everybody's going to play.
Yeah.
All right.
The colors
Somebody's
are
going to
like
play her.
washed out because they
One
just copied and
person,
pasted the original Horizon.
probably on the dev team. And I don't know about these other guys. They're just going to be if everyone else is picked. But yeah, there was another game kind of like this that already existed, and I think it got shut down.
Yeah, it's just like if they did better on their character designs, this probably would have a better chance, but they didn't. It's appealing to girls and to whales, and that's about it. You play old Afro Samurai. You know how black I am inside. Indeed.
And it's already happened, and this is a free-to-play game.
Dang. This looks like a Fortnite version of it.
But anyway,
Yeah.
no, so
I'm not a fan of
Gauntlet
the
was
art
a
style of this.
free to play game, and it was, you go out, you hunt the monster. It's like Monster Hunter.
But you can make your own character?
So, yeah, I think you make your own character. I don't know if there was
the thing is that it would be a different story if we didn't have a market that is saturated with games. But the thing is that now
it's just what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me of that.
No, I'm saying what the problem is with this game right here is that when you're playing these things, you're playing as a character. This is kind of your avatar, kind of how you want to be in this world. And for the most part, most people don't want to play as these people. Like, again, the majority of gamers, actual gamers, not sim players, sorry, Zio, not mobile gamers, are dudes. And they don't want to play as these things. They might play as a chick just because they want to watch her from the third person view behind. But other than that, don't know. But typically, guys don't want to be those guys. Like the Afro Samurai dude, he's okay. He's alright,
He's the one who everybody wants to play as.
Well, he did have the coolest moveset. He had a good action sequence. He's a little old, a little skinny, but you don't have like a tank guy,
He's fast and he shoots arrows.
Yes, he's a fast arrow shooter, which means that he's probably going to be a distance player. A few men like land whales, though. Yes, they do. Yes,
that would probably be
but that's a
the
few,
thing I would,
and they need to make money, so they need more than a few people to play this game for it to not be a lol cow. And I'm just thinking that this right now looks lol cowy. They should just let you, like, at this point, just let people make their own characters. Not you, just saying. No, I know. I grew up in the hood. Like, there are plenty of people who like their land whales, but yeah, no, I don't think they want to play as them. I don't think that this is a thing. It just it's giving off the Concord vibes, unless they come out with some sort of gameplay that's like really intriguing or something like that. I don't know if it's gonna make it, my guys. I'm thinking it's gonna die.
I knew I saw something like this.
The Concordian timeline. I saw this just before, literally just before I came on stream.
Here we are. We're on the Concordian timeline. We've already dealt with the Concord. High Guard is just now finishing up.
Oh, you know about the devs, right?
No, I don't know exactly what all is going down, and I think I forgot to pull up anything High Guard related.
Yeah, I believe that they laid off how much of their staff again?
Oh yeah, that's right. They have a skeleton crew, don't they, right now?
Yes, and even the skeleton is saying that it's hungry because that thing is starved. There is like nobody there.
Let's bring this up real quick. But yeah, High Guard right here. Like I said, this thing was probably going to trudge along with about anywhere from about 9 to 12,000, I guess, before it died in about a month. And
it's just the classes.
We didn't even make it that far. We made it 3 weeks in. and it's on a skeleton crew. The devs are all gone.
Mm-hmm.
They're all crying, right? They're all
Mm-hmm.
they're all bitching and moaning right now. They're blaming everybody but themselves, right? Like those evil gamers. If Jeff Keighley hadn't have put us on the thing, they wouldn't have noticed us, so they wouldn't be writing all this hate about us and everything. It's like you were dead on arrival. Either way, you were going to launch to 12,000. Instead, you launched to almost 100,000.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It makes the fall off that much more embarrassing.
But it
This
made the
game
fall off
probably-
that much more. So
I feel like this game, if it hadn't gotten hyped and then it was so much fun to crap on it, it might have like held steady at around like 5,000 players. But the thing is that the problem that they have also is that this is a live service game. And it really didn't need to be. You could have just made a PvE version or like an offline version or something like that where people didn't have to like wait for matches all the time. I just I just think it was poorly done. Like I said, it's fine, and a lot of people that I watched playing it were like, "Yeah, it's fine. It's pretty fun." But the problem is, there are problems in the game. It's pretty niche. They would have needed to tighten it up. But the thing is that it became a lol cow, and now nobody wants to play it because it's not cool to play. It's not good enough to carry you past that.
no.
I'm just looking
Whatever.
forward to Bungie coming out with Marathon, and I really do hope and pray that it crashes and burns because I hate Bungie. High Guard is way worse than only the fall off.
So
Yeah, I'm thinking that it probably would have had like a niche audience. Like it didn't look like it was something that a lot of people would play, but it's like it's alright. It was fine, like Avowed. And if it had Avowed numbers, it might have been fine. But the thing is that it had like these huge numbers at the beginning, and now it's a lol cow.
well, see, I think it would have if nobody had seen it, it would have
Well, yeah,
launched
that's a
to
cope
about
though, bro.
12,000, and then it would have petered out. They would have done the same things. Like we're okay with our number of players. It's healthy.
Yeah, that's what
And
Tagging
then
said.
we would have heard that there was layoffs.
Yeah,
And
and
then
that
the
just
things,
happened.
and all that stuff anyway. It still would have happened. But
I
yeah.
don't think it ever would have been like super big. I think that they probably did the big studio thing where they think that they're all that, I guess.
Well, according to whoever, they apparently thought they had lightning in a bottle.
Oh, then in that case they did not.
Yeah. And it was like, okay, so you had lightning in a bottle. You didn't test it with anybody. You didn't talk to it anybody. Everybody told you it was the best thing since sliced bread. And yeah, this is what we call what is it? Toxic positive at this point.
Toxic positivity.
Yeah, toxic positivity where, it's like, no, you didn't. Like, you had something that was niche that, I was vaguely interested in, the base building part, but the way you went about it, it didn't work. Anyone with half a brain cell should have been able to tell you if you're going to cater to FPS players, over 50% of your game does not cater to them. You
Mhm.
need to fix that. And they didn't. Like, nobody came up and told you guys that you need to not do that because you're making a hero shooter effectively. Regardless of whether you think it's a new version of it or not, these people like to fight. They don't spend half the match in Marvel Rivals, jerking off and doing
Yeah.
nothing. They don't spend half the match in Overwatch jerking off and doing nothing. No, they're fighting the whole damn time. And if you're going to spend half your match mining ore or some shit and looking for the other people, you've already fucked up. So, yeah, it was destined to fall.
Yeah, I mean, I like I said, I think it's a niche game. Apparently it does fall into a category like some subgenre where someone was like, yeah, and of course, then you have this stage where you like mine stuff. I was like, oh, this is normal for people. That sounds boring, but
Well, I've
anyway,
never
like I
heard
said,
that
I don't think that there was a huge audience
subgenre
for this
before,
ever.
so
and it was too buggy. It should have been play tested. It definitely, if you're gonna have it go on the main stage at PlayStation, you better beta test the crap out of that and listen to what people are saying, because people are just waiting for you to fail. Yeah, but, like, I didn't have, like, hard feelings about High Guard at all. Obviously, I'm just like, "Yeah, it looked okay." It looked it looked like it was, like, badly, it was badly, balanced, though. Ugh, I just ugh. Alright, somebody
So
made a note. Anybody that you see
we're
like,
gonna
who
have to
has,
come
like,
back and talk
intentionally
about Discord later.
Yeah. We'll see what actually happens with Discord, so
But right now, let's talk about this bullshit.
yeah. Someone once said that anybody who has intentionally shaved eyebrows like this, they're probably a problem.
Yeah. Apparently, this is some streamer, right? And she got a voice acting job to do at Blizzard. Okay, and then she voice acted. So Overwatch is going through an overhaul, um, because Overwatch has realized that they actually have competition. Um, Steam charts, and they have to actually pull their head out of their asses now and do something. And by all metrics, I think they fucking did it for a second, or at least it looks like they've done something.
Mhm.
So because this, when I last looked at it, it was under the 100,000 mark.
Mhm.
Okay,
Mhm.
and granted, they do have a lot of their players are on Battle Network, which
Mm.
you can't actually measure, but they did violent. Blizzard has been di- divesting, interesting, Anyway, they've been putting their shit on Steam lately, right? Anyway, putting their stuff on Steam, so we actually have charts for them. So they're not as big as normally as they would be on Battle.net. But yeah,
It's
they
not bad
did
numbers.
shoot up quite a bit with this
Mhm.
new update because they added 5 new heroes. One of
Yep.
them happens to be a cat named Jetpack Cat, and that's usually the one and only reason for everybody to go and try this thing now.
I totally would
Because
try this game because I could play as a cat.
but listen, the cat bops you and sends you flying. How could you not like that?
I love that.
Absolutely. I saw that and was just like, I don't play Overwatch, but if I did, that cat. I want to pet the cat. I want to be the cat. I'm going to play the cat. It's like Jeff. Like, that is their Jeff right now. For Marvel Rivals. Anyway, and then you have this bitch. And I'm like, you're going to fucking ruin this shit, aren't you?
Yes. Yes, she is.
All right? She comes out.
I'm Fariha, and I voice Anran in Overwatch. 大家朋友们好，我是 Fariha，我是安然的英语配音演员。I'm gonna be so honest. I'm nervous about this video because I didn't want to not address the elephant.
Yeah, yeah, she's nervous, which is why we've turned off replies because everybody told her to get the fuck out, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so TLDR, she doesn't like the fact that the character that she voices looks good, so they need her to be uglified.
Yeah. Well, they
Because
want her
Blizzard
to
is
have.
known for uglifying shit
I
to
mean,
make them not look as good.
yeah. Well, they want her to be more have a more Asian and also an angrier face, like a harsher expression. Because she was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, she looks too soft, she looks too sweet, and she's this kind of character and that kind of character and blah 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 blah." And I'm like, "That's fine. You can feel that way. Also, you're the voice actress. Shut up." Like, yeah. So like this
Yeah.
character, yeah, she looks a little a little cutesy. She's a little bit kawaii. So like, okay, if
Anyway,
you don't like it, I get it, but
so apparently they folded because
yeah,
Blizzard is literally ran by activists at this
yeah.
point. Which is why Blizzard doesn't do as good as it used to. Like, it used to look at itself and go, we have over 20 million people playing this game.
Mhm.
And now it looks at it and goes, we've got 1 million people playing this game because they brought in all these activists, and that's how they lost everything.
They didn't have them
Anyway,
show them their Steam Deck, man.
luckily for
Or their
them,
Steam chart, their Steam
luckily
account.
for them, now they have like 3 games, right?
Mhm.
So 3 or 4 games instead of just one, but still, the numbers just aren't there. So she's upset because apparently the character looked too good, and she had a virtue signal. And everybody told her to go pound sand, but Blizzard, full of activists, were like, "Okay, we're gonna see if we can fix it." I don't know if they did or not.
No, they haven't done it yet. They said that it wasn't in time to do with the new patch,
Yeah.
with the new edition. But
And
what
right
they're gonna
now,
patch it
their
in later on.
numbers looking decent on Steam. Of course, they definitely got that bump. There, you can see the bump. So
Yeah.
they definitely grab the bump.
See, the thing is that I think that you should never reward this kind of behavior, though. That's the problem that I have. Because the
Yeah.
thing is that I concur. I think that her character doesn't look she looks a little cute, she's a little soft looking. Okay, fine, and if they already released something where she was a little bit more aggressive looking, that's fine too. You don't do this for a company that you work for. Just like that employee at Ubisoft that we don't really feel that sorry for because he got fired for talking bad about the company. Same thing. You don't
Yeah.
go out here and flame the company that just hired you. You will never work for us again. Goodbye.
Like if she came out and I was in charge, luckily I'm not in charge, but if I was, I would have looked at that and said, "Okay, so all those audio files we got for that, scrub them now.
Mhm.
Get us a new voice actor.
Yeah.
Get her in here. Get her to do the recordings. We'll pay her too.
Mhm.
Pay what's her face, whatever it is we owe her
Yeah.
for what she did. She's done. Put a blacklist her. Never have her again.
Yeah.
If it was me in charge,
Yeah.
because you don't do that shit.
Yeah,
That
you
is
don't
like
give
disrespectful on so many different levels. It's like, you have a job to do. You do your job. You don't come in here and then tell us how we're supposed to do our job because you don't like how it looks.
Yeah.
And it reminds me of the Dead by Daylight monster, which I don't think they ever did anything with.
Yeah.
But that
Trans
one
one?
chick or guy or whoever it was who was causing a kerfuffle over that because they voiced it, right? And I guess he's really a she or she's really a he. They're trans in some way, shape, or form. I don't know. But the monstrosity they voiced happened to be a monstrosity, right?
Yeah.
So he or she was upset about it
Mhm.
and said, "Oh my gosh, why would they do that? It's because I'm trans, isn't it?" And all this other bullshit. And it's like, because she talked about how apparently I guess they hadn't finished the design or something at the time when they were voicing it, or she was voicing it, or whoever was voicing it and stuff, and getting all up in arms over it. And it's like, what is the game you are voice acting for? A horror game where
Mhm.
there are monstrosities. Like my favorite one is just literally like, it's called The Dredge, and it's practically a bunch of shadows on top of each other. What were you expecting? I mean, there's puppets because they've got that one thing, and you've got Michael Myers, and
Mhm.
but anyway, it reminded me of that,
Yeah.
and
Well,
it's
okay,
just
so here's my thing, Taggin, because Taggin's like, she came out late with her statements, and then scrubbing it after that would have probably been a bigger PR disaster for Blizzard because it would be like, look how Blizzard treats employees and fans of their games and characters. I disagree.
yeah, they
Well, okay,
should do
maybe
that. That
I
should
would
be like
say,
a signal to anyone else who
yeah,
works for them. Disrespect us after we have paid you for a job, we will not work with you again. You
yeah.
don't do that shit.
Yeah, that's the thing. Behavior that gets rewarded gets repeated. Her behavior was specifically what you don't want. You don't want someone coming out and talking crap about your product after they worked with you. Like you just don't. Like if after you just gave them money. Yes, removing her entirely and redoing her voice just would be a signal to people who actually care about games. It would be a bad signal to the wokies, but the wokies
They
don't
don't
matter.
buy it anyway.
Yeah. The wokes would be mad, but they shouldn't matter because the main gamers are not wokes. So That's my feeling on it. That's why I'm just like, it's very frustrating that they gave in to her. Not because I think that she's wrong. Actually, I think that she's kind of right. When I looked at the animated version that they came out with, she was uglier. She also had like more harsher features because she was supposed to be like that kind of character. But she's like, oh, I came in and I had to mourn this character. Like, if you've seen that entire video, my God, it is so insufferable. It is just this very sad, whiny nonsense, and it's just obnoxious. Like,
Uh,
I concur with the assessment that people made when they were like, this isn't the character that you guys first released, because they released her in a different medium of some kind. I don't remember if it was a short or something like that, but you had like a
yeah, I think
different
it was like
design that was,
just a short video or something, and
yeah,
people
it
were
was, and
upset.
her face was more angular. It was a stronger face. This is soft and cute. It's Cupid doll.
Yeah.
And they're like, this isn't what we wanted. And that's fine. You can say that. But if you work for the company, you shut up. Like that. That's
Yeah,
just how it goes.
it's
Like,
like
we
you don't do that.
yeah,
You know,
I don't want
if
you doing that. I don't want anybody coming after you and doing that. I don't want you, no. This is
if
not a
there were
thing.
fans, then that's fine. But I mean, heck, even the fans
Mhm.
weren't really on this woman's side. That's why she wound up blocking her replies.
Yeah.
It was just one of those weird things because usually Overwatch fans are like, there's not a lot of them. Don't get me
Mhm.
wrong, um, but they are kind of like that activisty lefty bent. But
Mhm.
also, apparently, they were walking around with some kind of GIF like thing, some kind of video, and complaining because apparently all the women who are, you know, more petite in size or something, smaller than
Mhm.
the other ones, I guess, according to them, they all have the exact same face. So
Maybe.
what they would do is they would remove the head portion here and like the
Mhm.
eyes,
Mhm.
and then start sliding everybody else onto it, like Diva and all the other characters and stuff.
Mhm.
And it looked so weird, right? Like, I don't play Overwatch, so it's not like I see these characters every day, but it always looks so weird every time they laid somebody else's features on top of hers.
Mhm.
And I was just like, there's no way that, because they look off,
Mm.
because they're different.
Yeah.
But they're gaslighting everybody into believing that they're all the same face, and Blizzard's just lazy.
Yeah. Well, it's like saying all anime
Right?
characters look the same.
Because
Like,
finally somebody had put under it and had like three of them side
mhm.
by side in the same face, in the same pose or whatnot,
Mhm.
and was like, yeah, or when you see it kind of deal. And I'm looking at it and was like, are we saying that all black people look like each other? Because I feel like that's what we're doing here. Like, all Asians look alike or something, because clearly her mouth and her mouth and her mouth are way different from each other, and their eyes are different. Now I can see, because these two have like the same eye makeup right here in the corner, that you
Mhm.
can maybe catch a little bit of similarity there, because they did that. But even their eyebrows are slightly different. Like, are we really looking at these character models and saying all these white women look the same because we don't know how white women look different or something? Like, I don't know. But it
Well,
felt like they were just saying all black people look the same or all Asians look the same when they did it,
well,
because they do have noticeable differences.
the
Like,
thing is that there's a definite style that they go with, and the style will cause a similarity in the look of these other characters. And like I said,
uh,
I concur that this character right here does not quite look like the other one that they had at first. Um, I do think that she's cuter, and I think that they probably could like make her eyes probably a little bit smaller. But that doesn't mean that she couldn't be hot still. Like, you could still make a hot character. You just have to kind of like lean into the angles and actually work with that and make it more sultry, which is fine. You can it's not that hard to do. But they didn't. My only thing is like, this is not what I would want from VAs, and this is why when they get replaced by AI, nobody will mourn their loss. because they are insufferable. Like, I don't want people to be replaced by machines, but at this point, you guys are so substandard. You are such a harm to every industry that you're in that we're like, yeah, we'll take the toasters. It's fine. You know, we know that they're gonna kill us all eventually. You know, they're gonna press they're gonna cancel the alert that's gonna save our lives or whatever. But it doesn't matter at this point. You guys are terrible.
They make the argument for AI all the time.
Yeah. Any sort
So,
of replacement.
for the final thing, for those of us who like to go out to the island and play a little Pokemon Go, they have removed our Pokestop that we routinely use. Yeah, you know, the one over there near the Satanic Temple, that one. It's gone. I don't know what happened. Apparently it's just gone.
Yeah. That's and the thing is that I think everybody's reaction was like, there was a Pokestop there.
Yeah. It's like I really wish I had known, because I would have totally spoofed my phone, right? Just to put myself there, just to put my guys in the gym, just to be there. Can I help you, child?
I just need a hug.
Just need a hug. Okay.
I feel sweaty.
Hello, small person. Goodbye, small person. Yeah, it's funny. They claimed, yeah, them disabilities, man. But the funny thing is that they tried to claim that they that it was kind of an accident. Let's see, what does it say?
Yeah, you know what? Actually, it might have been. So
okay, well, okay. So here's the thing.
Oh.
Here's the thing. It says the Pokestop was accidentally added to the game through Niantic's earlier AR game, Ingress, where a user submitted the island as a portal between 2020 and 2021. The problem that I have with that is that it's called what the Pokestop was called was like Sundial, I believe.
Yeah.
And
so
that island has a freaking huge sundial on it.
Yeah.
It's one of the notable things about the dang island.
It's the one that's like right in front of the Satanic Temple. So yeah, back in the day, you could.
No, it wasn't an accident. Nobody believes this. This is nonsense.
No, I believe it was an accident. For the simple fact that it was very easy to get Pokestops where they shouldn't be sometimes. Like, it was such an issue that they had to do a thing to prevent it from happening, because some of us would try to make our houses into Pokestops. And they were not a big fan of that. They wanted you to go out, so when your house pops up as a Pokestop, it's not supposed to. So yeah, if you were on the island playing Pokemon Go in the early days, if you took a picture of the sundial, you absolutely could request it as a Pokestop, and all they're going to get is the global data where it's located, right? And the picture of the sundial, because you took it. And then if you and 15 other people have done this,
so you're saying that the person who got it added was on...
They will add it to the game.
So right? It was added by someone who was on Epstein Island.
It was added, or it was put into the queue to be added by people on the island, right? Somebody on the island had to play Pokemon Go, took a picture of the sundial, submitted it as a request for a Pokestop, okay? And then someone at Niantic, while they were going through all these billions of things, okayed it. They looked at it. They said, okay, it's not somebody's house. It's a sundial. That's a landmark. It's a big sundial. That is a notable landmark that whatever this place is, it's good to be a Pokestop, because that's how they do it. Pokestops were like businesses and landmarks for the most part. And churches. Churches are big ones.
Yeah, Tagan says it was already a code in the previews. Epstein wanted it for Pokemon Go. Maybe for the children so that they didn't get bored till they're molesting. Everything with this is gross. Yeah, so the thing is that it's not just that, but they they left it like it's not like it's one of many. It is like it is the single location on this whole freaking island, which is very notorious. Like, I'm sorry, nobody noticed that in 6 years.
Yeah,
Mm,
I would say probably not.
I'm pressing
I
X.
mean, unless somebody at
I doubt
Niantic is
it's
just
great.
going over their map and checking out every little bit and every ping. I mean, we're talking billions of Pokestops all over the world.
Mm.
I don't think anyone was looking for a blip in the middle of the ocean. They probably can't even see it on whatever
Mm.
software they're using, to be totally honest, without zooming in like this and going, oh, we got to stop there? Where the hell's this? And then realizing it's Epstein's Island and going, oh, oh shit, when did that happen?
But I mean, this has been a private island for years, and Niantic, however you pronounce this,
Yeah,
Wayfair guidelines are um they have to have pedestrian access. Does nobody check this stuff? Like,
no,
nobody checked this ever?
no.
They just let it go.
I'm willing to bet no. I mean, there was another thing that had a Pokestop too. There was a story because I had talked about it a long time ago, years ago,
Mhm.
about it, where they were trying to remove their status as a Pokestop because somebody had added it as a Pokestop, but they wanted people to stop coming into their yard as a Pokestop.
Hmm.
And they had a lot of trouble trying to get it removed. But yeah, I mean, if there's enough people who go to the island that play Pokemon Go, it's going to come up and say, we've had 10 people there in the last, 10 hours or something.
Then they need to find who added it, because somebody added it and added it on purpose and added it accurately for the sundial.
Yeah. I mean, it's in the area, right? Like
What do you mean it's in the
these
area?
stops aren't always like right on top of the landmark or something like that.
No, but I mean,
Like if I go down the way here to whatever it's called, it's got like 2 Pokestops in it, right? And one is for the statue outside, which is a big statue of like Davy Crockett or something like that.
mm-hmm.
And then one is for the gas station itself.
No, the sundial is literally on that island.
Yeah, I mean the sundial is on that island. Getting it added to Niantic's thing wouldn't have been the issue. Like somebody was there, they submitted a request to have it there because they're there enough for it to be a thing they wanted to swipe. As gross as that is to think about.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, it's
Yeah,
a
I mean,
problem. Like,
it's like I don't have or I'm not surprised that there was one.
I am.
Okay, I guess
I'm
I'm a
sorry,
little surprised that there is one, but I guess it's the whole idea that Niantic should have known to remove it or something. That
I
one
feel like
isn't like
they're like, what do they do? Do they just like are they just randomly accepting everything that comes in? Because that seems kind of irresponsible and retarded.
oh
Early on,
no, I mean like I
Niantic
said,
reported 1 million nominations submitted
there
weekly
was a
across all games.
request feature,
By mid
right?
2020, nearly 1.9 million waste spots approved in about 7 months. Yeah, so you're saying that they had 1 million nominations and
Well, that was just like weekly.
but it takes
like they
time
had
to
a lot.
approve them.
Yeah,
But
it takes time.
it has to
So
be approved by somebody.
So if you've got a location and it's got a picture, right, and somebody has sent sent a request, you're probably not accepting that request. But if you've got 7 of them and you've got various pictures of the same sundial, and then you see that request, it's like, oh, that's a notable feature there. Okay, let's approve it.
I'm sorry. Then this
There's
company
people there, which means there's pedestrian traffic. They're playing the game.
there is no
You
pedestrian.
don't have to be on the ground to go, oh, this is Epstein's Island, to request it.
Yeah.
Well,
So
I mean, to request it, you got to be there, but like Niantic approving it doesn't have to be there.
yeah, Niantic clearly gets notifications of that. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm like, I'm sorry. They need to be checking these things in. And if they're gonna be like, oh, we didn't know. Okay, well, we're going with stupid or liar. In this case, y'all were stupid. And that is a ridiculous and I mean, I hate to say that you need to have more oversight, but y'all need to have more oversight on this kind of stuff. Like seriously, that's ridiculous. It
But
is.
of course, you're also talking about different time frames. Like, would they have known that Epstein's Island was a bad place at the time?
In 2019, yeah.
You
2020,
know,
yeah.
it's Niantic, for crying out loud. Oh wait, are they an American? They are American,
Why
aren't
would
they?
random communities that have no access to this place vote on it? Oh, well, okay, so that's trollery. So if people saw it and they thought it was funny enough, they would vote on it.
That too.
That's the thing. Now that's like you just heard Zio say that he totally would have spoofed his location to go there just
Oh
to snipe
yeah,
on it because he
I
thinks it's
totally would
hilarious.
have. Like, if I knew there was a thing there, I would have done it just so I could go over there and plop a guy in the thing.
Yeah, like okay, so I mean that's like an American troll thing. Like we troll out here. We're
Yeah, I mean
aggressively
they do it to I mean the Westboro Baptist Church has one, and people routinely troll them. Like, they wanted it gone too for the longest time, and I don't
I'm
think they
sure.
ever removed it. Or maybe they did now, but at the time they weren't going to, because people would put things in there that would piss off the Westboro Baptist Church. So yeah, like, even they had a Pokestop, and they didn't want it because people kept putting things in there just to piss them off by naming their Pokemon certain ways and stuff, and making it read messages that they just absolutely hated reading. It was hilarious.
But by millions of nominations, do like trolls just wait till finally a user who had physical access to it make a picture, nominate it to vote on it? So I don't know. I don't know how the process actually works. But if what's being proposed by both of you guys is true, then it sounds like when it popped up, the nomination pops up and people are looking and because they're bored and they're scrolling, I guess. I don't know. But they see it and they're like, yo, is that Epps? Dude, that's hilarious, bro. I'm gonna click on it. I know. It's awful. It's terrible, but it's funny also. So because let's see, when did Epstein die? He died in 21, right?
Yeah, I think the
No,
stop was already.
he died in 19. Wait, hold on. What year did Epstein die? I gotta look this up. Hold on.
I don't know.
All right. Well, reportedly die. He died in 2019. So this was nominated when, like, what year
Let's
again?
see.
It was nominated after he was already dead or reportedly dead. So yeah, he was already well known early. It says that it was submitted as a portal between 2020 and 2021. Whatever is about this island, it is not accidentally. Just know some people went there, made the picture, and probably many who were there voted on it.
Oh
Yeah,
my
but it
gosh,
was. I mean,
are you telling me that this was a troll job the entire way time?
what?
Just by the timing of when it was actually created, it was in 2020, 2021.
Yeah,
It's like, is this a troll job the whole way through?
most likely.
That is great. Uh,
I mean, the thing is though, like, yeah, because the thing is that dude was dead after this. I mean, before this. Although when they took the pictures, God only knows. But but still, I'm just like,
well, there's pictures out there. They just have to just grab one.
yeah.
I mean, I think that's one right there.
Oh yeah.
Right? Yeah,
I'm just
I mean,
saying.
you
I
can just
don't.
get on the internet and get a picture of get a picture of it. I mean,
And
heck, I
everybody
watched
thinks it's
a
funny.
video the other day, or I guess sometime last week, of a guy who was it was an older video when he had apparently went with a friend on a jet ski and got onto the island, and then almost died getting off. So
What? Tyler Oliveira?
I think that was I don't remember what his name was.
Yeah, Tyler Oliveira did it.
He
There's a
got
video
chased
on
by
it.
the guards. Like, he straight up just like had
Oh
no
yeah.
choice but to keep walking, and walks right past them.
Yeah.
right?
And
And
then
it's
he
just
just
like,
keeps
hey,
running.
it just keeps going, and then you can see it just in his camera stop, and the guy's thinking for a second, like, did I just what? And I was like, yeah, run. Now's the time to run.
Yeah, that was Tyler Oliveira. But that was like a year ago, I think.
Oh, yeah, I know. It
Must have
was an
been a
older
crazy
video. I just
sophisticated troll
happened to have run
operation.
across it recently.
I don't know how sophisticated it has to be. If they're not checking very much, you know? Like do you have to be there? Do they take your geo coordinates to get that spot?
Well, I mean, you can spoof your geo coordinates.
Yeah.
So, like I
Which
said, if I knew it was there to begin with, I would have spoofed myself long time ago for it. I
yeah,
haven't
so
played it in
grab a
a long
picture from
time, but
yeah, so grab a picture from the internet, spoof your location, and there you go, Bob's your uncle.
yeah,
So, yeah.
this would be an easy thing for 4chan to pull off.
Yeah.
I thought maybe Epstein had added it. Like it was
I thought
old
so
enough
too until
that
I realized what
Epstein
year
or
he died. I was like,
somebody
"Wait a
else
minute."
had done it.
Well, the coordinates you can fake with an Android emulator, yes. Yeah, and the photos have been online for quite a while. I think ever since he went to jail, they were online.
Yeah.
And especially after he um
I mean, heck,
reputedly
they've
died.
painted this building since then too, so
Yeah.
it's now
The
solid color.
it's so much about this human, just wow.
Yeah. Anyway, with all that, that's the end of the show tonight. Oh, I hope you guys are having a fantastic time. I'm feeling much better, so I think Monday we'll get back to the grind.
What are you playing, man? You still playing Mega
Yeah. So we're playing Mega Man Legends. I think I will continue playing it through to completion. We were right at the spot where I died.
as we always are.
Yeah. So we were in the middle of doing a boss, and then you get those things like, do you want to go back and think for a second and get stuff? And I said, nah, we're good. And then I died.
Oh yeah, I remember that where you're like, "No, it'll
Yeah,
probably be fine," and it was not fine.
it was not fine. If I had just a little bit extra health on that boat, it would have been fine. But damn it, I forgot that laser at the end is just like pew, 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 and there's no defense for it at all. It's just, can I blow you up first? And if you ain't got the firepower to blow them up first,
Yep.
you're not gonna win. I didn't win.
Wasted by that much. What time?
Yeah, we'll probably do that at 8 Monday, and then we'll do it again on Wednesday, and then Friday we'll be back at this again.
All
What are you
right.
doing?
If you can believe it, I'm actually at the final boss in Jack 3. What? So excited. Shut up,
Are you
dude.
gonna shoot the ground 30 for 3?
No, because I'm not in a turret. Dude, last episode, Tagging can tell you, man, they had me in a freaking turret, and I was like, I hate this. I hate this so hard. It was just ugh. And they did like 2 or 3 missions like that. And I'm like, that's not what this game is. Anyway, moving on. I actually did. I enjoyed this game substantially more than Jack 2. I didn't hate it. I didn't hate my life. There were a couple of missions where I was like, really? But yeah, sure, it's the last boss. I think so. It says beat the last boss. It's the name of the mission. Don't do this to me, sir. Don't do this to me.
So how you do those missions and they sound like they're the last one, but really they're not, because there's
The name of the mission
one,
is literally defeat the final boss,
and then a
you're
final
fighting the final boss.
one.
I mean, to be fair, I will say this: like, I was gonna quit. I was gonna stop. Well, not quit, like quit the game. I know. I never played it. I don't know, but there's YouTube videos out there, and you can be scaring me. So, but okay, so I was actually gonna stop because I wound up playing like an hour extra yesterday, because they had this wonderful villain scene, and I was like, oh, we gotta go get him. I can't stop playing. We gotta go get this dude. He needs to die. He needs to face retribution. And his comeuppance, as it were, was kind of not aggressive enough. I mean, he was kind of turned into a joke, and I was like, yeah, but I kind of want to kill him. Like, I really want to shoot him in the face a little bit. Like, okay, can I shoot him though? Like, really? So if they make him the final boss, I'd be like okay with that, depending on what it is, as long as it's not a turret mission. But anyway, yeah, we'll see. So anyway, assuming that Tagan's just trying to scare me and it literally is the last boss, we will be moving on to a new game, and I don't know what it is yet. So we're going to face off against the last boss, and I am believing in myself that I will actually beat said last boss with, under 2 hours. And yeah, the new game. So Thursday, be there or be not there. 4
Be
p.m.
there, be
Pacific time,
square.
7 p.m. Eastern time. For y'all in the middle, I believe in you.
Alrighty, and this, of course, we do every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Links for everybody is, of course, in the description down below. So, with all that, how does this thing work again? We end it, right?
Have a good weekend, guys. Bye.
Oh, we'll
Every
see you
week.
later.